and Travis will be back in a moment. We're just hanging out here watching some Raw. Is everybody ready and excited for Raw tonight? It's Monday. All that good stuff. How was everybody's weekend? Did everybody have a good weekend? Looks like we got some people out there in the chat. We have Film Nation with us tonight. Sophie is out there. Ravi's with us. Hey guys, how's it going? Is everybody just having a grandiose time? I hope so. Oh. Okay, let's see. Looks like they're just going to show some highlights of what happened last week on Raw with Seth and KO, which made it into a triple threat for whatever, and how exciting. Alright, let's see here. Make sure I'm all up in the business so everybody can be excited. Alright. Oh, I don't want that. Never that. Ew, gross. Okay. Wow. That's really loud. All right. Looks like we got Seth Rollins talking tonight. Looks like we've got Aaron out there. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? As Robbie says, yo, people smash up the likes. Like Liv will do to Becky and subscribe to the channel. It's free, man, like Morgan. Seems like Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly. That will be interesting before last night. Johnny seems to be leaving, but now it could go 50-50. And if Johnny was fully leaving, they wouldn't have aired that promo on Twitter. They would do whatever they normally do whenever someone leaves the WWE. As always, it's too bad your party addiction isn't video games. At least it is a lot healthier than drinking and drugs. Also, somebody says if Johnny does go to AEW, where would he fit in since that roster is bloated?
He doesn't fit in.
Yeah, he don't. As Film says, let's go. I'm ready for this amazing live stream. Film also says yes. So exciting to see. Yes, I'm doing phenomenal. And Aaron says he delivers the homie right there.
All right, did you tell them all what's happening?
No.
All right, we got a cage match tonight with Big E Langston versus Kevin Owens. And then we've got, obviously, the Women's Championship. We got Ms. TV with Maurice. Maurice did sign a full-time contract, so she is just a woman on the roster.
She's not really a wrestler.
No,
She's
that's
just
what
a woman on the roster.
A wrestler is a woman on the roster.
Anyway, we
and
have them talking.
Their first guest is going to be Edge.
Yes, probably with a Beth sighting. Possibly.
I would assume that Beth will show up. And we got Damian Priest opened U.S. Open Challenge.
For the title tonight.
Yes, U.S. title
and
open
of
challenge.
Course, everybody knows the Becky Liv crap. Roberto Lozano's in the chat. Hey, Roberto, says another Monday night watching WWE Raw. So he says your thoughts on them doing taped episodes of SmackDown for both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Christmas Eve, I understand they should be allowed to be with their families.
Yeah, New Year's Eve, they're not even doing a tape. I mean, I guess it's a tape show, but it's not even a wrestling show. It's just a recap show.
On New Year's
like
Eve?
A year in review. So I don't know if the Monday Night Raw is going to be that way. Because that would be the way to do it, is do both shows that way. But can you imagine doing 3-hour Raw recap? Ugh. I mean, that's what it is anyways, but without matches.
Ugh, it's even worse. What's worse? Raw. 3 hours. Anyways, we are going there. Raw in Memphis, Tennessee.
Are they doing that cage match first?
Maybe. It might be.
Hoo-dee-hoo.
He is so unimportant that we might do it first. Anyways, Alita's in the chat. Hey, Alita. How's it going? And Robbie says KO best kick the ish out of Big E. Pepper Owens
I hope
is
so.
in the chat saying grrr.
They need to bring relevance back to this title, so this would be a main event if it had relevance.
Yep. Sophie says the Christmas Eve episodes will be taped on December 17th.
Yes.
And Alita says, Ravi, go to bed. Ravi, stay because you're our moderator and we need you.
Stay. Go. Stay. Not a song.
Yes. Hey, look, it's Heather. Hey, Heather. It's my nail lady.
Hey.
Hi, hon.
Heather.
Hope you're having a good night.
She's like, I'm going to get on there and just chat. Start talking Dungeons and Dragons.
Right. So he says, the Christmas Eve episode of SmackDown would be the go-home show for day one from the SmackDown brand. Film says, I'm so excited for the Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah, it's definitely
WWE
not
Raw
going to
Women's
be.
Championship match.
It is not going to be the go-home show.
There won't be a go-home show. Have there really been a go-home show, Sophie? I mean, in all reality.
They can't do a go-home show.
For months now, they haven't done any go-home shows. Like, every time we have one, you even say it. We could go back in the chats and we could get pictures and post them all over the internet for you.
All right, here comes Kevin.
Even you say it.
Owens.
Wow, this doesn't feel like a go-home show at all. Anyways, Janelle Jackson in the chat.
Janelle.
Hey, Janelle says, people call me a coward last night for watching NXT War Games because it's not the same NXT that they remember. But why would they call you a coward? Wouldn't you be, like, not a coward for watching it?
Right. I actually watched some of it last night when I was trying to stay awake.
Closed.
I was trying my hardest to stay awake.
It was so boring it put Travis to sleep.
I had to keep, waking up to watch it. And then today I just literally, right before we came on, I just went back and just, fast forward. And I was like, oh, that's who won. So Cameron Grimes won. Spoiler alert.
Right.
Emporium won theirs. What else?
O'Reilly thought he was a big tough guy beating up the big man.
Oh, Mighty Mouse there. That was pretty cute.
Robbie's like, 3-hour recap of Raw. D already barfed just thinking about it. Yeah, I threw up in my pants. Sophie's like, I'm surprised for New Year's Eve that they aren't going to do a live episode of SmackDown since we have the pay-per-view on New Year's Day.
Right, so they were going to. They had it planned. Fox told Vince he can't do it on their main show because
it's
the
New Year's
Eve festivities that they do every year.
Yep.
So he'd have to do it on Fox Sports 1. The second they said that, he said,
no.
Nah, it's fine. We'll just do a
recap of the whole
year-end review.
We don't care. So if they get no views, that's fine. Sophie says, wow, about a few hours ago, this was scheduled to be the main event of the show. I don't know what changed.
No relevance.
Yeah, who cares about this garbage? I mean, I like KO, but
I like
don't
Kevin
care
Owens.
about Big E. Randy Paul.
I like Big E. I just don't like him as champion, so it takes the relevance out of it. If this was Brock or Roman, it would be a main event.
Right. Randy Paul is in the chat. Hey, Randy, how is Scotland?
Shit,
hey, I'll be taking some time away. My brother passed away.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that. That is
horrible.
horrible.
How old is your brother? That's terrible.
That's awful. Very awful. Yeah, take your time. Vindicator says, you guys are killing me. What this thumbnail? You got my girl Liv looking like she had 5 beers at the pub last night.
Right.
That's because that's what she looks like all the time, dude. I'm
she's
surprised
trying to be
the one where she's crying.
I was going to, but then I figured I'd pump the brakes a little bit and use the sexy one.
She used the beer-induced one. Well, she looks like she's... Alita's like, the patient's her. Oh, yes.
Big right hand from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens might escape. I didn't even know the big man could climb a fence.
Will be on FS1.
Yes, it will.
It'll still be on FS1, but it's not going to be like any wrestling.
Yeah, there's no wrestling.
It's just going to be a recap of things that have happened, like highlights of the year, and that's it.
A year in review.
It'll be nothing. Sophie says, which is great because it gives me a night off. I do not have to do wrestling.
Yeah, we have to do it the next day.
I do not have to do wrestling that night because there will be no wrestling and there will be nothing pertinent that happens.
Talk to Joe and do our prediction show that night.
Right? Oh, Robbie says,
then you don't get a day off.
Who's telling me to go to bed? Ha ha. That would be Alita. Get her. Just kidding. WWE Sin Cara fan. Hi. Hello,
hey,
Sin Cara fan. Nice to see you in the chat. Alita says, I did.
I didn't know Sin Cara had a fan, so this must be his mom.
Oh.
We got Sin Cara's mom in here.
Sin Cara's mom is in here?
That's
Bryce,
so cute.
Bryce Pitts in the chat. Hey, Bryce.
I tease, I kid.
I think I don't want to get this wrong. I'm here.
Good. Glad you're here.
Yep. Travis, Delitha, or D. Works. As Robbie says, Alita, why? Sophie says, didn't they do a year in review show before? Yeah, they're going to do it again and again and again.
It's the end of the year. It makes sense, I guess.
What? No, that's stupid.
It's just too bad there is a pay-per-view the next day. Big E just goes head first right into the cage. He might have split his cap.
His cap?
Split his wig.
They don't do that in this show. They don't have blood.
He speared a chain link fence with his face.
Well, that's definitely not his head.
His head is his face.
Anyways, Vindicator's like, but damn, I gotta wait 2.5 hours to see Liv become champion, which I honestly think won't happen until a pay-per-view, especially with people sending Liv so many well wishes on her Twitter. Yeah, it's great fodder for her to cry about. It's gonna be great. Anyways, I don't think you'll have to wait 2.5 hours.
Is Liv the one they want to carry the company moving forward into 2022?
No. Oh, Barfo. El Barfy. Anyways, Pete Cole is in the chat, though. Hey, Pete Cole. Give Randy Paula some condolences there. So sorry for your loss, homie. Sophie says, I feel bad for the people who purchased tickets to SmackDown when it was going to be live on both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. They probably haven't. They probably didn't sell tickets for it. They probably knew they weren't going to do it live.
Yeah, I don't think they knew they were going to do Christmas Eve live ever.
No way.
I don't think that was a plan.
Remotely thought about doing it live.
But New Year's Eve, I would assume they thought it was going to be live. And I don't know if they sold tickets or not, but there's definitely a month, of planning ahead.
True.
It's 25 days away. We're 19 days away from Christ Mass.
Yeah.
And we are 26 days away from day one. So there's plenty of time for build-up. Except for unless you're on SmackDown, you only have till the 17th.
Rowley's in the chat, though. Hey, Rowley says, hi, Travis Dilly. The Raw should be good. Cage match and hopefully Liv new champ. Oh, I forgot. It's WWE, so that's a big no. Big
Ms.
WWE give Liv a chance.
Ms. TV is going to be another great segment. I think we're going to see Beth Phoenix show up. Or at least hint at it. But if they do it right, they'll have Marie smack Edge, right?
What?
To do it right, they'll have Marie smack Edge.
Ooh, yes.
So he can't do anything?
Yes, have her smack him in the face and then have Beth come down.
And then the Glamazon shows
hit
up.
My man! And then she'll sing her way out there with her weird, gross music that she now has.
I didn't listen to it. I probably should have listened to one of the songs so I could imitate it right now. I just picture her singing some weird country music.
It was pretty much looked like that, the picture. Bryce says, okay, I'll definitely call you Miss D. So, all right, I got it right. Just wanted to ask. Thumbs up. You got it right. Good job. Congratulations. You got an A on your test. The Sakara fan says, everywhere I go, that piece of shit is here. Who? Big Hole says, what's good, Wrestling Gab? Pistachios. And dried mangoes from Costco. Those are fucking delicious.
Liv's good.
Ew, God, no. Ew, barf.
Yeah.
No.
And Becky. Liv and Becky.
No.
We got a world championship match coming up later on tonight, but right now we got a steel cage match with Big E versus Kevin Owens.
Vindicator says, I think some call-up or surprise signing will show up and cost Liv the title tonight, setting up another feud, which will be disappointing.
That'd be fine. I would be okay if it was like Raquel. Actually, you know who I really want to see come up is that Dakota Kai.
Yeah?
I think she's ready. And why not?
Have a mean fight with Liv the whole while. Sophie says they could have put SmackDown on a different night during New Year's Eve week.
Right? That's what she was saying. Sort of.
The Sankar fan says, and I mean Liv Morgan.
Old Livy.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Robbie's like, who cares if it's live or not? I don't know, Robbie. A lot of people care. Alita says they are yelling at the ghost in their heads. Who is yelling at the ghost in their head? Sophie says Raw was on New Year's Eve doing both live and taped.
Yes, I remember when they would do live shows on Christmas and...
Yeah, but how long ago was that?
Like 3 years ago. But then the superstars didn't like it, so they stopped doing it. It might have been 4 years ago, but...
P. Cole says this year has flown by.
Oh my gosh. I was just talking about this. I think it was like, what was that holiday called? Halloween, a week ago.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving went by, although I didn't celebrate it at all. I was basically here by myself all day. So it was just another day for me. So I missed Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving never happened.
Right.
And now we are 19 days away from Christmas, if you celebrate that. And we are 26 days away from the New Year's. And everybody celebrates New Year's, right? Not American New Year's. I guess there's Chinese New Year's, the 1st of February?
Something like that, yeah. Let's see. Vindicator says Liv will carry Raw better than Zelina, Mella, Nikki, Tamina, and Natalya could ever hope to. The only other could do it is Rhea, and she was already champion.
I think Rhea could do it if she changed her character up a little bit. I think she has the ability to carry it. There's nothing wrong with Bianca. I think Bianca would have fun on the talk show circuit. I just don't want to see her champion right now because we just had her champion for a while.
Cool says,
but I do want to see her get it again.
How original.
Yes,
yeah,
with
they
Big
announced
E.
this last week. The jerks.
Well, Big E beat Bobby Lashley in a steel cage also.
That's true. Alita says, hi, Pico. And then Pico says, hey, Miss Alita, how you been?
Big E collapsed.
Sophie says, with day one happening, hopefully not having a live or tape episode of SmackDown won't bite them in the butt.
It shouldn't.
It won't because they don't have any go-home shows, so it doesn't really matter. Robbie's like, D with sick bucket ready as Liv is mentioned. Ha ha. Yeah, exactly. Alita's like, I'm in pain, going to chill. I think it's good to chill. I'm sorry you're in pain, honey. Pico says that most Aussies are feisty. I like Dakota Kai.
Yeah, we need to liberate Australia. Oh!
Sophie's like,
one,
the holidays
two.
won't affect Raw.
He just kicks out.
Not really, because Raw's on Monday, and it won't affect him until for a couple years. Raw. Of the
2
holidays.
years. 2 years.
I know now we have Liv Morgan in the chat. How are you doing?
Oh! It's Liv!
Like, doing great, Liv. As he slobbers and drools. You need to become champ tonight, babe. Oh! Simp. Liv Morgan's like, I am not that good. Ruby made me a star. Pico's like, most Asian New Year's are about food, family, and gambling, LOL. You know what, Pico? That sounds like the best New Year's.
Gambling? How do you
Food,
gamble on New Year's?
family, and gambling.
I want to gamble.
That's perfect.
I don't even know how to gamble.
I want to be.
Maybe some poker. Poke face.
He says, oh, Liv in the chat. Now I know someone is taking
Whoa.
the pie double S. Vindicator says, well, that's no fun. Some useless troll has hijacked Liv identity. Oh, I thought it was the real Liv, and she actually realized that she is dumb.
Her name is like Greta Stone. I don't remember what it is. It starts with a G, though. It's
Gretchen?
Gina. Something like that.
Gianna?
Yeah, Gianna or something. It's something like that.
It's Italian. Barf. Robbie's like, KO, so close.
Oh! Kevin Owens, cannonball!
Can't wait to see you both beautiful feminine armpits from Becky and Liv. Oh, yes. And Sophie says, at least after December 17th, all the wrestlers on the SmackDown brand have a couple weeks off until January 1st.
Yes. Yes, they would.
Liv Morgan says, I am daft as a brush.
Fuck.
Wow. That's a new one. I've never heard that one before.
Definitely
I'm
European.
Going to be using that one.
Daft as a brush.
Are you as daft as a brush?
Oh, missed with the clothesline.
No poker, but my aunties and uncles love mahjong. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. More of the gambling was probably mahjong. Yeah.
Oh, Boston Crab!
But it looks interesting. I played it on the the internet ones.
He's got him in a
I've
Boston
never
Crab.
played it in real life.
Big E's so powerful, though.
Liv Morgan says, my pillow has a bigger IQ than I do. Sophie says, if the women's main event Raw, maybe they will have Liv win. I was like, KO ruling tonight, pardon the pun.
You know, there is a huge possibility that Liv wins this, but doesn't win the title, and then they go again at day one.
Uh-huh. Phil's like, man,
oh, shit! Seth Rollins!
Excited.
Get in the cage, Seth! Is he going to lock it? Big E just got his head smashed by the cold steel.
Shakespeare Jones over here. Where I was like, do you never heard that before? In the UK, it's used all the time. Daft as a brush. No, honey. I live in America. Remember? We don't say things like daft.
Yeah, the closest I've ever heard anything said to daft.
If we talk about people as inanimate objects, it's usually not a brush.
A daft prick. That's the only thing I've ever heard from daft.
Right? Vindicator's like,
and it's when
Gianna Jean.
What show is that?
Daddio is Liv Morgan's real name.
It's the one where he in Notting Hill, right? Where he owns the bookstore.
Oh yeah, Notting
and they call him a daft prick or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because she comes and he just tells her no, and then she leaves, and they're all like, "You daft prick." Basically meaning you're an idiot.
Vindicator is telling us Liv's real name. It's the dumbest fucking name I've ever heard. Gianna Jean Daddio.
Yeah, so she sounds like she is straight from Italy.
She's a goddamn dirty
You can't
word.
say that.
She's an Italian stank. Ew.
Holy crap.
Which is more satisfying to say than Philip Jack Brooks. Well, yeah, because none of them flow. Like, her name doesn't flow worth a shit. His name doesn't flow worth a shit.
Gianna Daddio? Isn't that... Hey, wait, hold on. Isn't that Santa Claus's name?
Gianna Daddio?
No. Okay, stop with the Gianna. The Daddio. I swear I've heard that before for Santa Claus.
Maybe. I don't think so. I'd never, but... Rob's like, or we say as thick as 2 planks. And our Liv Morgan in the chat says, if I win, I will retire. Yeah, and if you lose, you'll just cry and quit, like you always do. Sophie says, Raw and NXT are going to be live this whole month. I don't know about AEW if they are going to tape Dynamite and Rampage for both Christmas and New Year's Eve week. They're taping as we speak and will be done. They literally are taping all their shows for the rest of the year. Aren't they?
For Fox?
No, for AEW.
Yeah, I think this is their last live show.
This week is their last live show.
I think so.
And then they're going to tape their next ones.
They were talking about selling tickets, and this one, the 8th, was on there, and then the next one was like the 5th or 7th or whatever that Wednesday would be.
Vindicator's like, just win, Liv. That's all I care about. Fresh face champion is desperately needed. She could win, but not get the championship, though. That's the problem that you're going to run into right there. Anyways, Liv Morgan says, Santa describes me the best. People's like, CJ Perry never sounded Russian. Who thought it did? Sophie's like, Brock and Roman are going to have a multi-series matches leading to WrestleMania. Sweet. Rob is like, or the UK street slang for someone who is daft is, are you dizzy blood? Oh. Daft
Dang.
as a brush. Daft as a brush.
Sounds hilarious.
What are you, daft as a brush?
Yes. That's some shit my mom would say from the 70s or something.
Daft as a brush?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's too British, but like an American way of saying that.
You have to have the American way of saying it. What's the American way? The American way of saying it.
I'd have to hear my mom say it because she says that. Like all these old school sayings, I don't know.
I'd never heard it before anywhere.
All right, this match is still going on. Kevin Owens, still. S-T-E-E. It's still going on. I was kind of hoping that this match would be the main event. But it is not.
It would have been a lot more fantastic and interesting. 1,
2, and... Big E kicks out. Big E is doing... worse against Kevin Owens than he did against Bobby Lashley.
That's terrible. Oh, he says, yeah, it's defo 70s, LOL.
No, not that. I'm talking about what my mom would have said.
Yeah.
I'd have to Google. Or
Daft.
not Google, I'd have to call it. Okay,
Daft
nobody uses that word in America.
But he's saying, yeah, it's defo 70s.
Oh, is it?
LOL. Something that just, stayed with everybody. Sophie says, I wonder how the taped Dynamite show is going to affect the ratings since their ratings have not been hitting 1 million the past month.
Hasn't even got close. It dropped again this last week.
Maybe they should get rid of all the talking stupid. All the puppets that talk out of their butts. Vindicator says, love when Travis does his detective homework on his handy-dandy super advanced 21st century cellular phone device.
I have to, yeah. I'm like a future man.
Pico says, okay, Seth looks like he collects debts. Mafia style.
It looks like his last name is Daddy-O.
That's funny. Vinegar was like, nobody is doing any exciting moves in this match. I guess both guys are afraid of heights. Won't climb on top like Mankind, Undertaker, Shane O'Mac, or Triple H.
No. One guy's a big fat guy, and the other guy's a big muscle guy. Can you imagine Big E trying to fly off the top rope?
Can you imagine him trying to fly off the top of the cage?
That's what I meant. Kevin's almost out.
He should just fall.
Should he? It's a long way down. It's like 17 feet. That's like falling off our roof.
Just put a table down there. It'll be fine.
Big E's going to be making Kevin Owens piss blood.
Janelle Jackson says, people are judging me because I watched the NXT Women's War Games match. And I said I liked it.
It was good.
Is it not a free country to say what I want to say?
No, please say it. I thought it was.
It is, and why shouldn't you like it?
Oh, shit. Big ending off the top. It's over.
I'm sure it was a fantabulous match. I didn't watch it.
Oh, but he's not pinning him. He's trying to escape. It was a great match.
Can you not pin him? Do you have to leave to win?
No. There's a referee inside. That means you can pin him, I guess.
That's weird.
Why else would there be a referee inside? Oh, Kevin. Somehow Kevin got out of that. Big E did, or not Big E. Bobby Lashley did not get out of that.
No, I don't understand.
There it is. It's over.
That's weird. I don't
Big E
understand.
escapes.
Why did he have to?
Over from behind. Seth.
But why did he have to escape?
Well, because it's part of the rules. In the old days, there was no referee inside, and the only way to win was escape or over the top.
Right. So why did they have a ref inside if it didn't matter? The only way I could see why they'd have a ref inside is if you could pin the guy.
Right. Pinfall or submission.
Right.
Seth ain't making no friends.
I don't think that he wants friends. Pretty sure Seth doesn't want friends.
You can either have friends or be champion.
Oh, champion. Pugo says, been so long since I've seen a Shane O'Mac coast to coast. He probably can't.
Oh, Big E got him! A big release suplex.
Somebody says they didn't have a year in review show last year. They had that FS1 show that failed after week 1.
What was that show called? It was on more than 1 week, wasn't it? With Renee Keller, Renee Young, or whatever her name was.
Yeah, sure.
Had CM Punk on it.
Oh, that thing.
I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
Wasn't it on ESPN?
No, it was on Fox Sports 1.
Oh, I don't remember what it was called.
Can't remember to save my life.
Robbie says, Janelle, you do you, blood, F the haters. Exactly. So he says with tape shows, you sometimes could tell right away. Isn't Winter is Coming a live AEW special episode?
It is. On Wednesday.
Robbie says, Sophie, you can always tell it's wrestling. It's predetermined.
Just like every movie you have ever seen in your life.
Piccolo is like, I'm collecting your debt, KO.
So bizarre.
Oh, come on, Robbie. Liv Morgan was fun. You didn't need to hide Liv. Now she's going to go cry. Good going.
Too many tears.
Too many tears. I don't even know what the comment meant. It probably means something terrible in the UK. Piccolo told you it's called WWE Backstage.
Yeah, backstage. That's what it was called.
So he's like, they're pushing Big E strong.
Yeah. Starting out shows with him.
Yeah. That's really pushing him. So, oh God, we got that crap over with. Now, moving on to the rest of the show. That means something.
Nightmare Alley. Is he man or beast?
Guillermo del Toro. That's the guy I was trying to think of, but I can't
Antonio
remember his name.
Banderas.
I don't think he's done anything. Did he die?
Who? Antonio Banderas?
Uh-huh.
Puss in Boots?
I haven't seen him in anything.
Wasn't he in shows before Puss in Boots?
Yeah, he was actually in real movies.
That's
He
like-
was Zorro.
He was Zorro, that's right.
With Catherine Zeta-Jones.
He's in Expendables 3 or whatever.
Sophie says, where are all the AEW fans at if Dynamite ratings keep going down every week?
They're not watching because it's WWE.
Robbie says, Big E, the B-Tech Mark Henry. Haha. Shaquan White is in the chat. Hey, Shaquan says, hey,
Hey, Shaquan,
y'all.
thanks for hanging
Did
out with
Big
us.
E win the steel cage match?
He did. He escaped. Got out of there. Got out of the cold steel.
Good. Sophie says WWE Backstage was the WWE version of those ESPN Sports Center shows.
Dun-dun-dun.
Sure.
It didn't last as long, though.
Janelle says, Candice LeRae said last night at War Games, the reason why Johnny Gargano was taking time off, if you could, she's going on maternity leave with Candice
Woo!
LeRae. He's going on maternity leave.
Well, that would be nice of him. He should sign a contract on the 10th with him and then go on vacay.
Yeah, sign up.
We'll find out on Tuesday what's happening. A new dawn breaking. Braun breaker.
So funny.
He's
That's so
hilarious.
funny.
I got some bad news. So I need to be Wade Barrett again.
Pico is like Desperado and Once a Time in Mexico.
Never
It
seen.
says, and Antonio did a few rom-com movies. Forgot those. Ew, rom-coms.
What's
Ew.
rom-com?
It's those ones that you love. Rom-com movies.
Sounds like a computer.
They're romantic comedies.
Oh.
They're your favorite.
It sounds like... I don't know where you come up with that.
Because every movie you watch is that you're like, oh my god, I love this show.
Yeah, year one.
Leap year. Rom-com.
So? One movie?
No.
Serendipity. 2. Wow. What
Forgetting
could do
Sarah
that?
Marshall. Rom-com.
Oh, whatever.
Let's see.
So
Lucky
comedies
Man,
or
rom-com.
rom-coms?
What's the other one?
I don't know.
The 10 one. Where the kid's like,
She's out of my league.
she's out of my league, rom-com.
Did Bobby Lashley just... did this just happen and I wasn't looking?
I think so.
What the fuck?
I think it happened during the commercial and they fucked us over by not watching it.
I think we just talked too much.
They're like moments ago.
Bobby Lashley cleaning house, bringing relevance back to Monday Night Raw. This is fantastic.
On commercial because they didn't fucking have it.
Are you
while
sure
we
they
were-
didn't
yeah.
show us this?
No, they didn't. They did not.
Bobby!
Robbie's like, make sure you're liking and subscribing, otherwise D will be after you. What am I gonna do? Like, stalk them? I don't have time for that shit. So it's like, this could be the final week for both Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly. In the WWE, they could both show up on AEW television the following week.
A fatal 4-way at day 1.
I hope they do. I hope they show up on AEW. So I can complain about it. Pickle is laughing. I hope it's like they're having a steel cage match tomorrow night as well
Are they?
on NXT 2.0.
Who's in it? Who?
Yeah, who is that? Rob is like, rom-coms suck. So it says maybe Kevin Owens versus Big E versus Bobby versus Seth at day 1 now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, why not? And Piccolo says the commentator's so dumb.
Daft. I love the word.
Daft as a brush.
Look, RK Bro Tournament. RK Bro Minute.
It's the RK Bronament.
A snake on a scooter.
Yeah. It's Randy on a scooter.
I get it. Queen! Zelina!
Vinny Carter's like, yay, Liv. Robbie's like,
Is she gonna wrestle?
Graves grew his hair back. Pico says, I
Carmella,
enjoyed the proposal.
The right-hand woman of the queen. She's her chambermaid.
Pico, he likes the proposal because of Betty White. That's funny.
Oh, I like that show.
Rom-com.
Okay, why do we have to classify things? They should just say
That's
good movie.
It's just what they are. That's just what they are. I'm not classifying them. That's what they call them.
Okay, whoever they are, I don't care about.
The movie industry. And here's like 15-minute break, guys. Did she say it for the Nikki?
Yeah, she feels sorry for Nikki.
I thought she said feel sorry for the Nikki. So he says, so if they are doing the Fatal 4-Way at day 1, I wonder what will be the singles match for the Rumble then.
I don't know. Bobby Lashley and somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully Bobby wins. Maybe Bobby and Seth. Can you be... Because I feel like it's Seth's time, so Seth should be champion. But if Bobby's in it, I want Bobby to win.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel bad for Seth. Like, he's like, he missed his train. He had it. It was his title.
Yes.
And then they screwed him by putting him in there with the Fiend. And the fans just flipped on him.
Yeah, they should have never done that. Then Carrier says, here comes trash and a crown. And Robbie says, hello, what's this B-Tech tournament all about?
I don't even want to say any words. I don't have anything nice to say. It'll just be fun.
The RK Bronament?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so dumb.
Zelina Vega's got a fantastic...
Pickle says, where did they get titles from?
They won last week. They won the championships, the female tag team championships.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, they beat Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley last week.
I think it was Zelina pinned Nikki.
You know who Rhea reminds me of? It just hit me.
Who?
The Bride of Frankenstein. She even wears those big combo the big boots.
She looks so much better when she's working out.
Yeah, when she's normal
dressed. And her hair
dressed.
is like forward. She just looks so much better.
And you know, that's all Frankenstein wanted was a bride. Frankenstein's a monster, not Frankenstein. Frankenstein just couldn't drag himself to build one for him. And then Frankenstein's monster killed his bride because he wouldn't give him a bride.
What a jerk. Janelle says, did anybody expect Cora Jade to jump off the War Games cage? She impressed me
Wasn't that nuts?
And it's not just because she's a beautiful lady.
Right, yeah, that was impressive too. But she did jump off that corner, and I didn't think she was going to rotate because she like just dove head first, and she barely got over. I thought she was going to die.
Did she do it with a trash can?
No, but that was about to happen because
the trash can one
she was in there and she climbed up there with the trash can, but then she got knocked down. But that almost happened again. What is her name? Io Shirai.
She's a crazy bitch.
I start calling her Dumpling. Oh, big clothesline. And a bulldog.
Maybe she likes pie.
She does. I think she just likes American food or something.
Piccolo says, I wish I could take a 2.5-hour break from this show. You could always pull a Vindicator and just have certain matches you just won't watch, Piccolo. I don't like this person. I'm leaving.
Uh-oh. Nikki might beat the queen here. Is Zelina going to ride her? I like when she rides him.
Ravi says, LO Piccolo, haha. Sophie says, do you think Kevin Owens will re-sign with the WWE? His contract does expire on Royal Rumble night.
I mean, he's in the main event circuit right now, so why not? Oh!
a bit of time between now and then.
Uh-oh, here it is.
For things to happen or not happen.
Over. Ring the bell. 1, 2, and 3. Nikki ASH could not overcome the queen.
And her horsey ride that she likes to take.
We need to see Zelina versus Rhea in a main event at a pay-per-view.
Really?
Yeah. Not main event, but like in the main event scene.
Why?
Because I think they're both good. And there's no titles. It'd just be perfect. You don't like Zelina or you don't like Rhea?
I like both of them. I just think it's a weird combo, but yeah.
Well, they're the top 2 girls on the channel. Besides Doudrop and Esther.
Mm-hmm. Robin says Nikki needs to ditch the gimmick. It's so washed.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing here, but it's time to go. Maybe she'll turn on Rhea.
Yeah, and become a bad guy.
Yeah, something. Look at him, how he's dressed.
Is he official?
He's got a blazer and a shirt on. I thought there'd be serpents in it.
He's like, where was I when this happened?
You know who Riddle is? He's the kid off the Goonies. The fat kid. That's what it sounds like. And then I puked.
That Viper sarcasm.
Oh, he brought a blazer.
He brought it for. Look at his face. Oh, God.
Oh, he's wearing it. Randy.
More than anything.
He really close to home. Put the blazer on.
Fine. Well, wear the blazer.
The old school WWE or WWF blazers. Should have put a t-shirt on him. So he had the dress shirt on.
Sophie says the way they treated Sami Zayn on SmackDown, it was like they want him to leave the WWE for AEW.
I like Sammy. I like how they're treating him. I think it's a fantastic character.
Considering that his thing, and still is it's a conspiracy against him.
And he's on week after week after week. I mean, seriously, if you were sitting at home and you wanted to be a WWE superstar.
And you had to play some dumb gimmick like that,
and you,
but you
got to be on TV every week for over a year.
How terrible for you.
That is awesome. Like, most people aren't even relevant enough to be on week after week after week.
Randy.
Fucking Randy. It won't be long until that's probably his real job. I think he'll retire, though. I don't know if he'll stick around.
I don't think he'll stick around. Sophie says Braun Breaker did say he came up with his name. The film says, I think Kevin Owens will stay in the WWE for one more year. Janelle says, do you think Jeffrey is going to hang up the boots real soon with everything that's going on with him? Are you talking about Jeff Hardy?
Yeah, he got sent home. He was out on, they were doing house shows.
Oh, God.
And
he started doing drugs and drinking again.
I don't know. He was in the middle of a match with Roman and the Usos, and they were just kind of beating him up. And he just kept getting sluggisher and sluggisher, and finally he just, like, couldn't continue, and he just walked off. And, like, anyways, they ended up just sending him home, WWE. And he wasn't in the match the next night. They had taken him out of the match. So, hopefully, he's okay.
Weird.
But, yeah, it sounds like he probably is getting close to hanging it up.
Sophie says wrestling Twitter will, for some reason, blow up if both Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly re-sign with the WWE. Same goes for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, a lot of haters.
Mom says, oh no, not mine. My favorite queen, not just an ordinary queen, the armpit queen, Charlotte Flair. Ice Film says she lost. Nikki ASH, yes. No hard feelings. I got a root cheer on for my armpit queen, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair wasn't in it, sweetie. It was Zelina was in there.
Zelina is a queen. Is the queen, actually.
Picola says, how many times have we seen Randy turn on his partners?
Every.
It's just a matter of when does it happen.
I don't know what the tally is, but ever, like always.
Robbie says, haha, Riddle. Film says Matt Riddle is from the Goonies. Debbie says Riddle gimmick was like RVD. Brandon's in the chat, though. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Says, hello, friends. Film says, I love Matt Riddle. He's a cool wrestler. Janelle says, when CM Punk and MJF have their match, it is going to be hard to catch to see who you want to win.
Not for me. I'm definitely going with MJF. I really like MJF. And it'll be crazy if they have CM Punk lose. That's a tough one for me.
They should have him lose.
Because he is, 8-0 now? MJF hasn't lost in a year or so. I don't think that. Did he lose? No, he hasn't lost.
A lot.
Not this year, though.
Oh, I thought it was this year. Robbie says Randy trying not to laugh. As Picola says Stooges. Finn message retracted. Picola says next week matching ugly sweaters. Robbie says Landy looks Mexican the way he's looking and dressed. Vindicator says, but I hope in 2022 Raw Meat will become a show that doesn't have 20 commercial breaks.
Yeah, that's not ever going to happen. I mean, it would be nice if a company would come in and do a whole hour commercial free as sponsorship. That's what I'd like to see. Full hour. Or even commercials while the show's going.
Mm-hmm.
Little picture-in-picture.
Right. Vinegar says Jeff probably just had a stomach bug.
Maybe.
Superstar fact. Carmella, the winner of the inaugural Women's Money in the Bank match, launched her own wine label, Capo Cagna, and is a former Laker girl for the NBA's Los Angeles Lakers. There's your superstar fact tonight.
And she was a Patriots cheerleader.
I know how much Vindicator wanted to know.
He's going to go buy that wine. Right now he's ordering it.
I'm sure he is.
Better go to the Great Van Gogh or whatever it's called and order some. Who's this?
She's not even looking at her.
Oh, King!
King! Tough luck, kid.
Yeah, sign her. Sign her, baby. No? Rhea looks at him. Was it something I said, something I did? Did my words not come out right?
Rhea, get your
snooty ass out of there.
Face out of your butt.
You're in your 20s. That dude paved the way for you to be there. Puppies! Puppies! That was his thing.
Puppies.
Puppies. Boobies.
The divas were on the Instagram. That's what they said. For that era, puppies meant something completely different. Yeah, it just had pictures of boobs.
AJ Styles Styles,
know if
the
you've seen that one.
phenomenal. No, I
It's
have
pretty
not.
funny.
No. They're like, how can we get Riddle on TV more? I have an idea. Let's make a Bronament. So the question with this is, was this a invitation only, or did they have to earn their way into it, or are they the only 4 tag teams in wrestling?
Only 4. Just kidding. I have no idea. Anyways, Vindicator says, with them being in Memphis, Tennessee tonight, I'm surprised Jerry Lawler is not making a cameo appearance. And then he just made a cameo appearance. How funny is that you said that, Vindicator, and then it happened? Because he made that comment like way before Jerry came out.
That's actually pretty funny.
Sophie says, when will Randy turn on Riddle
WrestleMania.
to start his feud with him? Pico says MJF is the most protected of the 4 pillars. I'm surprised he hasn't won a title yet.
I don't like the 4 pillars, because the 4 guys they have as their pretend pillars aren't even pillars.
They're garbage.
I like MJF. MJF is definitely one of the pillars. And then Cody's got to be one of the pillars. And then the Young Bucks got to be one of the pillars. And then Kenny Omega's got to be one of the pillars. And that's it. John Moxley you could put in there as a pillar. But not these
pillars.
But not these little guys. No freaking Darby Allin and Jungle Boy and
I don't think
Sammy
Darby
Guevara
Allin is making it for anybody. These guys aren't.
I know, but that's the guys they're trying to say is like Johnny Guevara, Darby Allin, and Jungle Boy as our pillars, like to carry the company into the future. It's like, okay, pump the brakes.
Right. As Robbie told Sophie, just stay tuned to find out, right? It's going to happen at some point. Sophie says, I don't know why haters complain if some wrestler they love re-sign with the WWE.
Well, yeah, why would you care? You don't want them in the big leagues?
I don't know who these people are that supposedly are the complainers.
Well, everybody thinks that everybody should go to AEW, so they're all used and they're all champion of the world.
Who is everybody?
I don't know. The same people that made Rom-Com.
I already told you who made Rom-Com. It
Hollywood,
actually is like a movie genre.
That's what I'm saying. It is fans that are saying this.
Are they real fans? And is that all the fans? I don't think so.
All of them. Nobody likes WWE.
Like 10 people are saying it, and everybody's like, it's everybody. Vindicator's like, message retracted. Sophie says the King did sign a new deal with the WWE today.
Yeah, because AEW would have him on there too.
Robbie says, don't worry about losing to Zelina. I have no wrestling moves, Vega. LOL. Applejack Styles has a peace sign out. Thanks for being in our chat, Applejack.
You don't have to have wrestling moves. All you have to do is watch the main event tonight, and you'll notice that there's a woman in there that has 0 moves, and she's wrestling for the world title.
True that. Bryce says, okay, guys, I have to get going. Bye, Misty and Travis. Bye, Bryce. Thanks for hanging with us, man.
See you, Bryce. Thank you for hanging.
And Sophie says, if Liv
Hanging
wins
and
tonight,
banging.
Wrestling Gab will be angry.
No, I won't.
I won't be angry. I'll be extremely disappointed in wrestling. Extremely. It'll just make it more stupid. More far-fetched.
Oh, tonight, Dewdrop, Bianca.
Ooh.
Or Esther, as we all know her.
I know her as Esther. Vindicator says Mela and her cheap wine could not even sell out in the Staples Center, which is where the Lakers play. I bet it could. I hear that those people are pretty, snobbish when it comes to drinking.
Yeah, they probably don't like her wine. How do
I
you
like
even...
it.
Oh! Hamas pushes the top rope down, and when Dawkins hit it, he flew over the top.
Oops. Rob says AJ Styles, he's a massive video gamer. He has his own little thing and stuff. Vindicator says Eddie Kingston is a pillar and maybe Sting or Billy Gunn. Making a face.
Okay. Those guys are a little too old and weird. No.
Sophie says, who are the 4 pillars of the WWE in 2021?
Ooh.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman's 2 of them.
He's 2 of them.
No, it depends on what you consider a pillar. But if you're talking about carrying the company, it's Charlotte, Roman, Becky, Brock-ish. Brock-ish, but Brock could go at any time.
Right.
Bobby, maybe? That one's a tough one for that fourth.
I don't know. I have nothing. I literally have nothing for it. I gave you one, that was it.
Well, you give me the most
I gave you the obvious one.
Trying to think if there's anybody else that's relevant. I mean, Randy's too old, right? He's not going to be there in 5 years. Right. I'm just wondering if Bobby's going to be there in 5 years.
True.
That one's tough. Probably Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I go Seth, Roman, and then Becky and Charlotte.
Pickle says it's a New Japan thing. Those other wrestlers mentioned were established stars. I understand they were from day one.
Kenny Omega's day one.
Day one.
Absolutely day one. John Moxley, day one.
The Young Bucks, day one.
The Bucks, day one. Cody, day one. And I feel like those guys are pillars, or the other guys they're trying to push them at you. They're trying to say, these guys are important, these guys are important, these guys are important. And people are just stop watching. Mm-hmm. Like, don't tell us who's important. Let us tell you who's important.
True.
More people are going to watch John Moxley wrestle somebody than Sammy Guevara, than Darby Allin. Now, MJF's different. I'll put MJF in there. I think MJF has some talent on the mic.
Right. Robbie says Sophie Liv winning tonight ain't going to happen. LOL. Film says, I think there are fake fans. It's the AEW fan bots. Film's like, boo, get out of here. Dewdrop, boo. Robbie says, Sophie, you can be a pillar. Piccolo says, but they picked the 4 who started from the bottom and are creating their legend status right before our eyes. What? Piccolo says, I watched a YouTube video that explained it perfectly. I don't think that you can start a company with low hanging fruit in wrestling careers or wrestling people, no name nobodies, and expect them to be pillars that carry companies.
Right.
So, it doesn't work. You have to have names that people would know.
MJF was never a bottom feeder, by the way. He was never a guy that started out at the bottom. MJF's always been one of their top guys.
Yeah, but you didn't put him as a pillar.
Yeah, I put him as a pillar.
I don't hear you put him as a pillar.
MJF? Mm-hmm. That's the first one I said. MJF is, out of the 4 that they call pillars, he is one. The other 3 are not. Sammy Guevara was always right there with Jericho. I don't consider him starting at the bottom either. All right, Amos throwing in Dawkins into the corner. When we started watching,
I've never heard of him.
He was right there with Jericho that whole time. He was like his right hand.
I had never heard of him before.
Right, we're talking about when it started. He didn't start at the bottom.
I still have never heard of him before AEW.
There's a lot of guys.
Never heard of him before.
Did you hear of Orange Cassidy?
No.
Exactly. I don't know what your argument is, I guess. That you have to have heard of him before?
The only way that it's going to become something is if there's a name that draws people in first.
Right.
You have to have the people that draw them in first. Right. Then you expand out to your other people.
So whoever said whatever they said in there was saying that they started with the company at the bottom and they've worked their way up and they're making their legacy.
Great, but
so
how can they be pillars?
Because they're building a foundation for the future.
But they're not. The foundation is being built by the people whose names are household names that people know.
Right. What he's saying is that they explained it. For your argument, it's been explained. My argument is they're not. They're not even doing that. That's my argument. My argument's completely different.
I don't agree that the people that whoever they're naming are the people that are pillars.
No.
I don't agree with that at all. I think that's dumb. That makes no sense.
AJ Styles did get tagged in by Amos. Why didn't you just leave him in there and they just win? He never
because
loses.
AJ likes to do stuff.
AJ wants to get dirty.
Bianca Belair wins. Sophie says we don't know what is going on in a wrestler's personal life to know if he wants to stay in WWE or go to AEW.
Right.
Or stay in wrestling at all. Maybe he's ready to just retire.
Yes.
Pico says that, and Sophie says there has been times when the Raw Women's Championship changes hand, and sometimes it happens in the main event.
Yes.
Robbie says Belair.
1,
ham roll. 2. As Piccolo says, Dylan, and Dylan because they all spit hot fire. Vindicator says, LOL at Robbie. Be careful, Sophie is a master of comebacks and philosophies. Sophie's like, Roman, Charlotte, Seth, Kevin, Owens as the 4 pillars.
I don't see Kevin, but I mean, I can see, I can respect anybody's opinion, but I don't see
how he's a pillar.
How Kevin is.
Film says, let's go, Bianca. Robbie says, hello.
Oh!
We'll bear that in mind. Ha ha.
That was sick. Lost on my air.
No, he did not.
He just chopped him. Double chop. And then a double drop kick.
Got rid of
Moss
him.
landed on his feet, though.
Take care of AJ. Oh.
AJ soccer kicks Dawkins right out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's in there with Ford. Ford doesn't want to be too impressive in their one-on-one because if he is, then Vince will break up their tag team.
Right.
Whoa! I call that soccer style because Pele is a soccer player.
He's like, I can't get a hold of your pants.
Brainbuster!
Glove. He's not kicking.
He's not trying to pin him. He's going with that phenomenal forearm.
He's like, I gotta get my phenomenal forearm out.
Riddle's just in his own world.
He doesn't even care.
There's a Moss.
Vindicator says, oh yeah, Travis, did you spell Liv name wrong on purpose? Or did you remember that she sometimes says live for the moment as a play on her name?
I didn't. I thought it was just L-I-V.
It is L-I-V. Did you spell it L-I-V-E?
I didn't. Not that I'm aware of. Unless it did something weird.
No, you didn't. You did at the bottom in the name here.
Oh, on live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Live Morgan versus Becky.
All right, I thought you were talking about on the thumbnail. Oh, shit, they got counted out!
What?
Moss AJ counted out.
What? How did that happen? They never do countouts. No.
I didn't even know the referees in WWE could count to 10.
I know, right?
I thought there was a select few that could.
So strange. Because, like, WWE won't have pillars because they don't focus on wins and losses. Vindicator says tonight is Liv moment as a future pillar, proving the naysayers wrong, and even if she doesn't get the belt yet. Sure, Vin. You keep on that little
Uh-oh. Moss is going to turn on AJ. Here it is.
Says, I wonder if WWE Backstage was going to be a hit. If that would keep CM Punk, Mark Henry, and Christian Cage from going to AEW.
I don't know. I think half of the problem is when they had it on, it's just hard because like people are doing stuff. And wrestling takes up a lot of your time as it is.
True that. I can attest to it.
Like, I don't know how many of you guys watch Raw Talk after Raw, but Raw's like 3 hours and then Raw Talk's on after it for an hour. It's like, who wants to invest 4 hours into this? Oh, shit. AJ, can I get a word with you?
Breaking news from Memphis, Tennessee.
He's being the old fence.
Oh, God.
I'm your on-scene.
Report.
Bro cells.
Oh,
like
geez.
Howard Cosell.
Right.
Bro cells.
Robbie says it's almost a household name. Liv is a household name. Ha ha. Vindicator says, I call him Omaha. Sounds cooler. Beagle says AJ Styles was a pillar in TNA. Never knew him before he started. Robbie says Dom is becoming a household name. Ha ha ha.
Oh, Lord.
Seriously, Robbie? You just had to throw your friends out there, didn't ya? Yeah, you and your love fest for the Mysterios. Pico's like, Ford has a death wish. And Pico's like, oh, that's who they remind me of. Howard Cosell with the beige jackets. Sophie says, I can't believe we are in the second hour already. It feels like it just started. So he's like, there's the breakup of Moss and AJ Styles. And Pico says, your propaganda, Sophie, shaking my head. Vindicator's like, finally, Omaha and AJ are dropping that dead weight and splitting up to go solo as it should be. AJ will be in another title feud with Seth in 2022. What is this, a Dateline?
Kinda.
As long as you're not going after young children, it's fine. Applejack Styles says, "You get back here, Omos. I am not finished with you."
Old Applejacks.
That was A for apple, J for jalopy.
Old AJ.
Explosive start.
They're just heating up.
It's anybody's game. For AJ, unless they're definitely out.
No. Oh, maybe. Randy.
Everybody loves Randy. Or hate.
Nope. Come on, Randy. Okay, bro. Jimbo Slice.
Oh my god. Poor Randy.
I feel like Randy's embarrassed. This girl looks like she just woke up from hanging out at the bar all night. She's walking home. She's doing the walk of shame. Hey! There's Becky. The man.
So he's like, WWE backstage was doing good before COVID hit, then it went off the rails. Robbie's like, didn't you rate down? No. Hello, he could call the boxing. He's that good. Ha ha. Oh, Riddle there.
Oh, right.
And Pickle
Because
is
it's
like,
how I call Sal.
Pickle is like, she said she wanted some pizza online, so I thought maybe I'll drive 100 miles across the state line. How to catch a predator. Pickle knew exactly what I was thinking about when he said, is this a thing of Dateline? I'm like,
Yeah.
Are they having cookies? And I think it's more than 100 miles. I think some of them it was like 400 miles or more. Crazy people. Gross.
That's true. They want to see you get the title, not keep the
or
title.
have the title. Ayla is in the chat. Hey, Ayla. Hey. Sophie says the WWE thought they had a chance to re-sign CM Punk when he signed on for that backstage show.
Yeah, that never happened.
Grandy Orton in our chat says, nope. Vindicator says RK Bro is 5 letters, so Riddle failed mathematics and elementary.
Oh, we got a United States Championship match.
Hey, it's Priest. Who's going to be his open challenge?
Woo!
Who do you think it's going to be? Who do you think is going to come after it?
I don't know. Austin Theory. No, it's probably going to be a heel. I don't know. I can't think of all the heels on the roster anymore.
Austin Theory's not a heel.
I guess it could be.
Pico says Shara Schreiber. Could be my walk of shame. Oops, was that out loud?
Yeah. She looked like she's somebody's walk of shame. Her hair looks like she just woke up.
She looks terrible. That one from NXT is really pretty. Why can't we have her?
Mackenzie.
Robbie's like, oh, what's with the 80s shoulder pads, Bex? It's a back, style back there, Robbie.
Oh, trust me, there's a lot of stuff that's back that shouldn't be. Mullets, shoulder pads, high-waisted pants. High-waisted pants are the worst thing that's...
Fucking bodysuits? Ew.
So...
Fucking Charlotte and her fucking bodysuit.
When I was in junior high, I fell in love with the bodysuit.
I'm waiting for stirrup pants to come back, people. Who the fuck are the stirrup pants? pants.
Because the girls that were like a year older than me all started to fill out in like 9th grade, and they'd wear those, and that's all they would wear, like these tight. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, with their pants that were.
Yeah, like jeans.
But the jeans were like low.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't high waisted.
I don't remember.
Those motherfuckers were low enough to show butt crack low. That's why thongs were a big thing.
Yeah, that came out a little bit later than our high school. The thong came later, yeah.
I'm talking about the pants where they were at, not the thong.
Yeah, they kept going lower and lower until like it was like that high above your JJ for the girls.
Mm-hmm. It was terrifying. You weren't sure what was going to come out first, her butt crack or the front part. So I'm surprised they haven't decided to tape Raw for both holidays coming up like SmackDown is doing this year. Why would they? It's a whole week before. It makes no sense. Robbie's like, LOL, Cool, that's funny. And Ayla's like, she said she was 18. No.
I know. It's what the funnier thing is they're actually talking to a cop the whole time. Mm-hmm. Or an investigator. Either way, they're talking to somebody that's as authority.
Part of their
it's all documented. And so you can't lie to them because it's all there. Mm-hmm. They know everything you know. Because that person doesn't exist. I wonder if anybody has ever been violent. Like came with a gun or a knife to kill them. Like to kidnap them.
I don't know.
Like in their car they had like a kit.
They have a rape. They have the rape kit.
Hey, let's go to Pizza Hut.
They have what's his face's kit out there.
Rape kit.
What's that had that kit?
I'm trying to remember what that was on. Was that AEW?
Wrestling. It was Andrade's rape kit.
Yeah, it was. It was AEW. Andrade's rape kit.
Now we know why him and Charlotte broke up.
She's like, I don't like the choking. He's like, you'll like it.
Pickle's like, LOL, Ayla. And Robbie's like, oh god, not this fool. Pickle's like, seems so mature for her age. Ha ha ha. Ayla's like, I wear high-waisted pants. Yeah, you freak. Wrong. So wrong.
It's just so weird they brought it back.
They're so
It was like the worst part of the 80s was those pants.
The 70s and 80s.
Yeah, the 70s did it too. With our bell bottoms.
Bell bottoms with high waists. Ugh.
But then they went to the bell bottoms with the low waist, and those ones look good.
Mm-hmm. And they don't have to be low waisted.
They don't have to be low. Yeah, just normal.
They don't have to be so low that your vajayjay hanging out. Sophie's like, maybe we will see a surprise call up tonight against Damian. I don't know. It's an open challenge. We don't know who it's going to be. Robbie says, LOD, like you never wore a bodysuit. I never did. I wore leotards when I was little in ballet, but I've never worn a bodysuit. Never. Literally never. Nicola says, I love the parachute hammer pants. They're so freeing, right? They're just free.
Can't touch this.
So it's like, I'm guessing the Cruiserweight Championship is still going to be around. Well, what's-his-face didn't win, so... Piccolo says the high school fashion were mostly Umbro shorts and Duckhead or Tommy t-shirts. I don't know what that is. Any of it.
Oh, no. For the moment. Look, he's hinting at coming to broadcaster. That'll be the headlines.
Have fun.
On YouTube.
It's all on you now.
He's putting it on.
God, seriously.
Who is that?
Rude.
Oh, Robert
Roode with some Dolph Ziggler out there going against Damian.
Oh, Bob Roode.
Nobody new, nobody exciting, all the same. Minicutter says, ironically, bodysuits are often found on superhero characters that all these modern-day moviegoers care about so much. Pucola says the Andrade kit. Laughing, right? It looks like in high school, my jeans were so low, I don't know how the hell they stayed on. Very carefully.
Oh, big right hand.
You definitely didn't do squats. That's for sure.
Robert Roode is going to lose this.
Of course.
There's no way Robert Roode walks out of here United States champion. It'd be cool if he did.
Piccolo says, message retracted. Robbie says, Umbro shorts, you can still buy them in the UK.
Yeah, I remember those shorts. They're kind of the fluffier ones that went down to about here.
I don't even know what that is. Piccolo's like, I can see the figure and his accessories already. Vindicator's like, why were you trying to show your undies, Ayla? Who said she was wearing undies, Vindicator? Usually with those kind of pants, you never wore undies. Sophie says, I bet taping for Christmas Eve and doing a best of SmackDown show on FS1 was a last minute thing.
Yep.
Ayla says, I just bought a pair of bell-bottom, high-waisted, straight 70s pants. I'm gonna wear them.
Well, it means, what do you consider last minute? Because it's like 25 days away. And they've already made the decision. Is that last minute?
I don't really consider that last minute. I consider that not last minute. Last minute means that they just decided 2 days before it happened that that's what they were going to do.
You guys, you can all go home.
Raleigh says, did you watch War Games, Dalitha, Travis?
I did, yes.
No. Travis forced me to watch small parts of it, but I do not care.
Like when Kyle O'Reilly got turned on by Von Housing or whatever his name is, and
Wagner.
Von Wagner. It was like an instant just miss, and then all of a sudden he beat up, so Mighty Mouse beat up the big man or something.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was dumb.
Awkward.
Just dumb. Just so dumb. And then he did this weird thing afterwards. It was like, that's the kind where the guy needs to just pop up and pop him in the mouth and then leave.
Yeah, he was very cringy.
Robbie
with
says,
the suck it thing.
Yeah. Is this whole show all about Randy and Riddle tonight? No.
No. It's about Becky and Liv.
Kick this fraud's ass. That's right. Ooh.
Bobby Roode from behind.
Oh, excuse me.
Bobby.
Sorry.
Sneezing into the mic. I wonder if we will see General
Oh, excuse me.
a sneeze later. Bless you.
Commander sneeze.
Oh, Robert Roode's got spit in his beard.
Pickle's like, rock that shit, Ayla. Don't forget the Peace lens glasses, right? Raleigh's like, remember when Robert Roode came up to the main roster, cool music? Now he's boring and never wins a match. And it's Dolph Ziggler tag partner. Oh dear, poor Robert.
Oh, I know. He's just got to be waiting for his time to run out.
Sophie says there are casual wrestling fans out there that like both WWE and AEW.
I like both.
I like both.
I don't consider myself casual. I've been around too long.
I consider myself not any of the above. It was like because of the movie 13, if you know, you know.
What movie?
The movie 13.
No idea.
Are you talking about because of your clothes or?
So they're talking about MS. And you said 13, so it was MS-13.
Ooh.
I was like, what the hell? Why are we talking about
Sophie says
Mexican
Bob
drug
Dole
lords?
died yesterday.
Bob Dole. I forgot about that guy.
Who is that guy?
He was the vice president, I believe.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I think with Clinton, maybe? No, I don't.
No.
Who's Bob Dole's?
I don't remember who he was with.
Dick
People was like, yes.
I know. Maybe he ran for president and lost.
Wild.
Did he lose to Bush? Bob Dole? I can't remember.
Vindicator says, Travis, you remember when Lita wore low-cut pants and revealed her thongs underneath? That skyrocketed her to Hall of Fame status. No, but she was a talented high flyer. Right. Piccolo says, bless you, Jalitha. Thank you very much. Didn't mean to sneeze. Sorry, guys. Ayla says, yeah, it came out and I was almost 13. I can't remember, but definitely ruined my life. You know, I kind of remember that movie, but I could not for the life of me tell you what it was about. Like, I could kind of picture the movie in my head, but Sophie says Vince actually has a heart with him taping SmackDown for Christmas Eve, the New Year's Eve show. They could do a little mix of both, like best of and live at the same time, since they will be on FS1. They won't. Vindicator says, I consider myself an indifferent fan, except when it comes to Liv. Yeah, that's really how it goes.
He ran against Clinton in 96.
He ran against him. Illa says, yes, my clothes. 13 has even Rachel Woods in it. I don't know. Pico's like, yes, that's her name. She's fantastic in Westworld. Rachel has Evan Rachel Woods. Hey, this is literally about 2 13-year-old girls going crazy wearing low jeans and being sausage wallets. And they're both daft as brushes.
Lord.
Boris Johnson's in the chat. Hey, Boris.
Hey, Boris.
Ayla says, I love her. She's my favorite. Westworld is great. Sophie says, I wonder how long they knew they were going to tape the Christmas Eve show and do a best of the year or whatever they are going to call it. Robbie's like, Raw is killing me softly like the Fugees tonight.
Right. It is a tough one tonight.
Softly with your love. Killing me softly.
It's your song.
It's a good song.
That's what he said. Your song. Oh.
He didn't say my song.
Your song.
Not my song.
Not your song. Your song.
Not your song. Your song.
Your song.
Your song.
All right, Damian. Here he goes.
Walter's like, good Raw tonight. Yeah, Walter, it's been fantastic. Are you watching some of it? We got Damian Priest and Robert Roode right now. But he's going to be here Wednesday. He'll be here AEW for 8 p.m. Awesome.
We will be here also.
Laura says my time as PM is
won't.
coming to an end, and I got Briax done. Sweet, man. Because, like, interesting, I would have went with the Fugees hip-hop version. Robbie's like, do you sing it better than Roberta Flack's original? Right. So it's like they were selling tickets for both the Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve shows like a month ago. Boris was like, Bobby Roode is a fine chap. Do we need to...
It's broke as hell.
Do we need to speak upper class UK today? It was like, what you tell everybody this is your song, it may be quite simple.
That is a backstabber, too, and Damian just kicks out.
Walter's like, I can stay for 10 minutes. Counting now.
Start at countdown. It's the final countdown.
Wow, I'm surprised Robert Roode's lasted as long as he has.
Well, he's a pretty good singles
wrestler. I
wrestler.
didn't say he wasn't. I'm just surprised that they let him last this long.
They're filling time.
Amazing.
They're like, holy shit. This night's going by too quick. You need to stay out there way longer.
I was like, I wish I could sing like D. Haha.
Warm it up, Chris.
You're so full of
I'm about
full
to.
Of shit.
Because that's what I was born to do.
You're so full of shit. Boris is like a good looking chap too. That's right. I said it.
Yeah.
Oh, that Robert Roode, you know it doesn't. It's that beard. It's all full.
It's all manly.
Fluffy. Manly. It's manly man beard.
Oh, Spinebuster! 1, 2, and nope.
Feels like D
Damien
is
again.
more of a rapper. Probably not. It feels like I smashed like on the live stream. Thumbs up. Thanks, Phil.
We appreciate
Walter's
that.
like, sorry I was late. Been busy in the house.
Woo.
Don't apologize for being busy in your own house.
In the house.
You're always not here on Mondays, Walter. So we expect to see you for 2 seconds and then leave. So it's all good. We're just glad to show up.
There's that
when
kick.
You can't.
DDT! He's just showing off too much. See? He can't show off for that long. That's it. Oh,
like
no!
Adele has nothing on D. Oh, Robbie.
Adele.
Oh, my God.
You remember her?
Seriously. She's back now.
Oh, she came back?
Yeah, she put out another album.
1, 2, and Damian just kicks out.
She just put out an album.
Thought she lost her voice or something for a while.
Yeah, she had some problems.
1,
with
2,
her
and
voice.
3.
Then she got...
Damian.
She lost weight and got healthier.
And the people got upset that she was losing weight.
And then she lost like
They
200
didn't
something pounds.
They didn't
because
want
she
her
got
to
rid
be.
of her husband.
They didn't want her to be healthy. People were pissed that she was getting healthy.
How dare
shit!
you?
Dolph kicks him.
His hair looks like a wig.
Yeah, they just braided in there.
Just the way, just when it's all fluffy like that, it just looks fake.
Like an
so
80s like rock star.
It's so weird. Pickle's like, talent and actually getting airtime do not comprehend on Monday nights, right? It doesn't. Ayla's like, I was late too looking at houses. Sophie says, so the December 17th SmackDown crowd will have 4 hours of wrestling that night.
I know, I was thinking that.
Lucky them. Bob's like, 13 likes on the live stream. Sweet. It's a good number. Rob is like, Walter, yo, what you doing at home? Pickle is like, is Adele the greatest singer of all time?
Is Adele in the top 1,000?
That UK trash.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're gonna make,
how could she be the greatest singer of all time?
if you're gonna make a list, like I don't know where she lands. I don't even know if she lands in the top 50. I have no idea. I have never made
Does she surpass Cher? No.
What,
does she surpass Celine Dion?
What
no.
was it? Was it woman or just artist?
Two. Is Adele the greatest singer of all time?
No. I was thinking women. And
not
so
even women.
Well, that's why I was saying maybe she's in the top 100 of women.
Maybe, but
I don't know.
At the bottom of that
I
list.
would have to make a list.
Don't make a list. You could be like, you just made the list. You didn't fucking make the list.
But top
bitch.
singers of all time, no. There's at least 100,000 men in front of her. Oh, look behind her!
Good, go Dewdrop, get her.
I saw that on Jumanji. That same scene on Jumanji once when McKenna was a little kid.
Oh, was it an elephant?
They called it a stampede, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
I like Dewdrop, by the way.
Walter's like watching Orients outside and TV.
So are they actually going to wrestle?
What?
They went to like the generic WWE music after Dewdrop takes her out.
Yes. Yeah.
Dewdrop should wrestle with the jacket on. When she takes it off, she doesn't look as cute. But when she has the jacket on, she actually looks kind of cute.
Right? She can't wrestle with a jacket on. It doesn't work.
She should wrestle with a jacket on.
Robbie says, Ayla, it's the norm for you. Ha ha. Sophie says, Walter from NXT UK is rumored for a main roster call-up at any point.
Nate Dogg.
What?
I was just thinking of singers that are better than her.
Whitney Houston, she's even dead
Well,
and
shit.
she's better. She can do it from the grave and she's better. People's like Crossroads, Zoe Ziegler, Eve Devilface. Film says, hey, Miss D and Travis, what is your favorite part about Christmas?
Ooh, I don't know if it's the
Peace on
music
Earth.
or if it's the movies.
I like all the lights. Ayla's like, might have found one. You might have found a house. Zoe Ziegler's like, you suck, Damien. And Pico says, his lioness He-Man mane, haha.
It does look that way, doesn't it?
Ayla's like, probably not, though, with my luck. Robbie's like, Dolph, he also does stand-up comedy with his face.
You have to
Vindicator's
manifest the house.
Vindicator says, Travis, who do you got winning Esther versus Dumpling? I thought you guys were like for sure like waiting for one in the spring anyways, Ayla. Why are you getting all excited
I
now?
feel like it is going to be Esther. They're still pushing her. I would like to see Dumpling win this one, but I think it's definitely going to be Esther if it goes to conclusion.
Pickle's like, yes, we love lists. Robbie's like, D into Celine Dion, yo, that's great music taste.
Nothing wrong with Celine Dion.
Okay. Have you heard her sing Oh Holy Night?
Are you? If you're talking to me, you know better, but
I do, but I know you do, but I'm asking Robbie. Have you heard her sing Oh Holy Night? If you have not, you should look it up on YouTube and listen to it.
it's the best version. It's better than Peter Como.
It's pretty awesome. She has some great range. That's all I gotta say. And that's and that's what it is, right? Like, so I know you're from the UK, but if you ever listen to our anthem being sung, it's kind of eh. But if you listen to the Whitney Houston version, what?
Our national anthems are almost identical.
Not the words.
Not the words, the music.
They're just stupid. Nobody cares about a queen. They're all about a queen, and we're all about our country. So anyways, if you're interested, listen to Whitney Houston sing the United States national anthem.
At the Super Bowl.
That bitch sang that in a tracksuit and probably was high as fuck on cocaine, but holy shit.
It's the best one ever.
Amazing. Nobody's ever surpassed it.
I mean, it's right there. Lady Gaga did a really good job at the Super Bowl a few years ago, but still wasn't on the level.
No, not totally. She did pretty good, but yeah. Film says my favorite part about Christmas is going to the candlelight service. Oh, that belief, man. So if it's like with them taping SmackDown, they got a whole week to edit the 2-hour show.
You mean like, it's going to be like a 4-hour taping?
It looks like Travis loved Michael Bolton.
I don't even know who Michael Bolton is. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know
his music, right?
Anything about him. I couldn't tell you. I don't even know what he looks like.
Is he the guy that plays the saxophone? No, that's not him.
No.
Exactly. See? Robbie's like, Eli, sure you will find your dream home soon. Michael Bolton, when a man loves a woman, LOL. Does he sing that song?
I thought that was Brian Adams.
Maybe they're like the same guy. So he's like, they did SmackDown on Christmas Eve live last year. That's when Biggie won the Intercontinental Championship. This one?
Well, you missed it. It was when she landed on her neck upside down. Pretty sure that's when she did it. Right here. See her neck? Oh, they didn't show it all the way there. Did you watch it?
Lita did?
Did you not see it again?
I saw it, but I'm asking which one.
Watch her neck. You can't miss it.
I'm asking the blonde or the red one? The red one.
Yeah.
So she won, and then she couldn't compete anymore because she broke her neck?
Yeah, it probably was the start of her neck injury. I don't know exactly when her neck injury put her out. And I don't know how many times she had the belt. That era is when I wasn't watching.
Well, I wasn't watching the whole time, so I have no idea. Sophie said that, I already read that. Rafi says, nah, D, it's true. Dolph does stand-up comedy. I wouldn't be surprised. Are you sure it's him or is it his brother? Pico's like, bring out the whiteboard and let's stream it. Pico's like, 10 best Christmas songs list from each of you. And do you have to give who sings it too? Dominik the Donkey. That's my top one.
I got to put Dominik the Donkey in there in my top 10.
Donkey.
But obviously, Oh Holy Night's probably number one.
But it has to be Celine Dion singing it.
I'd have to say Celine Dion.
It was like, because I'm desperate. Can't you smell my desperation? Ha! I'm trying to manifest a house, but I
Crosby's White
George's
Christmas.
negative butt dragging it down. Bing Crosby's White Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
That one's pretty good too. I was like, oh yeah, old Celine, she can belt out a tune. Pickle's like, I'm here for the caroling and the peace on earth, right? Ayla's like, Travis has a poster of Michael Bolton in the bathroom. He lies.
Is that the same guy she said before?
Yes. Film says, I went to the movies to watch Ghostbusters Afterlife. It was pretty good.
Oh, wow.
Film says, whenever they tape Raw or SmackDown, they usually fill one of the hours with something random. Pickle's like, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Is that your favorite? Film's like, I like hippopotamus for Christmas.
I remember Michael Bolton. He had that long hair. I don't know any of his music, though.
When a Man Loves a Woman?
I don't know that song.
According to Ravi, that's supposed to be.
When a man loves a woman. Isn't that song from like the 60s?
I don't know.
But it is. It says it right there. When a man loves a woman.
It's your story.
Said I love you, but I lied.
Sounds like crap.
I said I love you, but I lied. No, I don't know.
It was like Nestor, the long-eared Christmas donkey is mine. Robbie's like dumpling crush.
Right.
You put a him on the end of it, and it just doesn't sound as good as just dumpling crush.
Crush.
Because like it's a remake, I think. A remake, huh? Remake.
All right, dumpling.
It was like liar, Travis.
Esther.
Travis, we don't judge.
I don't know any of his music. I don't even know how you knew his name. By that time, I was pretty much all rap by the mid-90s there.
So he's like, so we have, 4 or 5 live episodes of Raw and 3 live episodes of SmackDown before day 1?
Basically. Yeah, we got 26 days.
Because this Jingle Bell Rock is a classic.
It's a Jingle Bell time. Yeah, especially from Mean Girls.
Yes, that's always what we're looking for. Those underage girls wearing slutty outfits with their sausage wallet issues. It's like because of the movie Office Space. Oh, I know what you're talking. Okay, yeah, because the guy's name's Michael Bolton, and they always ask him, "Are we related to Michael Bolton?" He's like, "No." Is that the light doing that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I thought it was me.
I thought me too, but
like, am
no.
I having a seizure?
It happened twice though. It went did it and then did it.
Yeah, that means I don't know if it's because of the weather.
Yeah, is it windy again?
No, it's not supposed to be windy. Snowy?
Cold.
Cold?
Wires just don't like it. Like that.
The mice are chewing on the wires up there?
Maybe.
Feels like I'm ready to see some women's armpits in action. Let's go.
Yeah. Dewdrop and Esther.
Liv and Becky.
You don't want to watch Dewdrops and Esther's?
It's a lot of armpit happening there.
I mean, it goes on for days.
Robbie's like, "Oh, my music knowledge is mad." Film's like, "Ew, I don't like underage girls." So
what the fuck?
Remember the pandemic? Well, we were talking about Dateline earlier and How to Catch a Predator.
I don't know. Some people like Liv. She looks like an underage.
She does look like an underage. So it was like, remember the pandemic era? They didn't fully give us a full show. They gave us random matches from random pay-per-views to show on SmackDown.
Oh my God, I remember that. Yeah, when it first hit, like March.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Or was that April? I can't remember when it hit.
Robbie's like, "Esther best not win." She's probably going to. Ayla's like, "The best soundtrack is from that movie, haha." Mean Girls. Ayla's like, "Sophie Dophie, I know the truth."
That's funny because I only know that song. I can't think of one other song from that movie.
Jingle Bell Rock.
Mean Girls. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of one other song.
Pickle's like, "No, Home Alone." When they're stake outing in the van outside, and Kevin has all the activity going on inside the house.
Yeah. All the mannequins.
Yeah. Sophie's like, "What are you talking about, Ayla?" And Ayla's like, "That's my favorite."
I'm not sure I could sleep in a house that had mannequins in it, let alone set them up and use them. I'm like that guy in the attic.
You really need to talk to your counselor about your problem.
When a guy walks upstairs and he like flip the lights on, he's like,
"Nope."
Turns the light off and
all
leaves.
of them are freaking around at table playing poker.
Nope.
It's kind of creepy in a way. It's like, why would you set them up like that? Like,
why are they pushing V8? That's weird.
I'm guessing because they're like trying to say that, well, when you're a woman and you go to a store for a vehicle, they think you're so stupid and think that you just need this fluffy little car that has like a 1.4 liter motor and you're just looking for this cute little car. Instead, you're like this woman who wants to go in there and says, "I want a machine. I want a machine that kills."
I want the machine.
Anyways, Walter's leaving us. He says, "Bye, guys. See you Wednesday for AEW. Bye, Walter. Bye. See you on Wednesday, bud. Have a good rest of your night."
Michael Bolton reminds me of Kenny G. Because they got the long hair and the... But he plays the saxophone, which is way cooler than whatever Michael Bolton does. I will have to look up a Michael Bolton song because I can't even think of a song.
It looks like you know. Film's like, which WWE women's armpits are the worst, or other words suck? Tamina or Dewdrop? I say it's Dewdrop. It looks like Night Walter. Somebody's like, "No, I don't, Ayla." And Pickle's like, "Good night, Walter." And Ayla's like, "Hey, wink." Film's like, I like the original Home Alone 1 and 2 instead of 3 and other Home Alone remade.
Never seen it.
I've
seen 1 and 2.
2's okay, but 1's way.
Yeah, one's on its own. I just watch 1. I don't watch any of the other ones.
So it was like, I didn't like the pandemic era of the WWE where they taped Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-views. It was like, Travis is full of poo. And people was like, Home Alone remake. That's about, to me, it's like about as bad as making an Annie remake. Fuck. Why do you have to mess with good shit? Just leave the fucking good shit alone, dumbasses. Stop fucking doing your weird crap. It was like I embarrassed him. It was like,
it's like when you know you're old, like when you get upset over remakes.
That's how you know you're old.
You know how TR told me he was old today? He started watching this thing called the Great, like, British Bake Off or something, anyways, it's on Netflix, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen it on there.
But he's like, I guess it's like cool or something. Anyway, so now he watches it. He's like, I'm pretty sure I'm elderly now.
Because he watches it?
Yeah, he watches that.
I don't think you have to be elderly to watch that kind of stuff. People watch that stuff all the time.
He just likes it because it's so happy. There's no anger in it. Like where most of the shows in America, they're all angry. Like, motherfucker, you didn't flip your eggs right, you fucking son of a bitch.
Who doesn't want to watch Gordon Ramsay yelling at people about how stupid they are?
It's about your frequency. He wants to stay at a higher frequency, so he doesn't watch things that lower your frequency.
So he just wants everything to be all like daisies and clouds and cotton candy and rainbows and unicorns all the time and sparkles because that's how life really is.
Yeah, just stay frequency.
Because that's how life really is.
Because it's something you can control. Oh!
No, you can't. But you can pretend. So if he's like,
what you watch.
No, you can. But that doesn't make the world different.
Sure does. When you're in a different frequency, you see things in different frequencies.
I know, right? Because murder is happy. When I see
yeah, if
murder,
you watch it all the time
happy.
on TV, it is just it's a drag.
Murder is happy. When I see bad things happen to people, it makes me happy. I just think about all the happy things I watched with sparkly butterflies and...
That's a mental illness.
I go to my happy place.
Oh! Bianca, or Esther, whatever you want to call her, too, and...
Oh,
Dewdrop
Dewey
kicks
dropped
out.
out of it. Old Dewey.
Does he have a crown on?
Dumpling? Who?
Oh, the guy in the audience.
I wasn't looking at people in the audience. Why would I look at them? It's just weird. Films like, the Sweet Home Alone. No. It was like, are you Jewish? And films like, no, I don't like it when they make another Home Alone without the original character who played Home Alone.
Oh, I wouldn't want him in it. That's gross.
He's
He's a weird looking motherfucker.
I don't know if I would really want him in the Home Alone remake, but okay. Sophie's like, no. And films like Exactly Misty, you tell them. And Robbie's like, my mates always ask me what songs are called if I'm out or if I hear music in a bar or shop or radio. I can normally know the name and singer of the song off the top of my head. So, have you seen that there's like a reality show, I'm pretty sure it's just in the States. I haven't seen it. I've only seen previews.
Dumpling smashes her.
Get her.
1, 2, and...
Dewdrop
Esther
smash.
kicks out.
Dumpling smash.
Oh, she's so hungry she's eating her fingers.
Just kick her some more. It's fine. Throw her around, Dumpling. Throw her around. Anyways. But it's a show, like a game show type thing, I guess you could say, where they play music. You have to guess the song, and the time gets shorter and shorter, and pretty soon you only get to hear like the first second or 3 seconds of the song or something.
I remember something like that a few years back.
And for people to guess what it is. So, Ravi, would you be able to do that? Pickle says, how much do you like Christmas, Sophie? And Sophie's like, I love Christmas. Pickle is laughing, and Ravi's like, I like my eggs sunny side up.
Oh, shit, she's undoing her hair.
Sunny side up eggs, huh? She's like, I hate all
Is she going to
these
take her whip
stupid
off? Wouldn't that be
butterflies.
great? She's going to take her whip off.
That's great. I think she's taken off of her
whip.
Butterflies that she had hanging out in there, though. I think Dewdrop doesn't like happy things. Sunny side up, huh? I like my eggs over easy.
Esther slides off the back.
It was like, she doesn't like
Oh,
this,
big headbutt.
Hanukkah. Sophie's like, if I had to choose a Christmas song, it is the Mariah Carey one.
I like
All
Mariah.
I Want for Christmas Is You.
I like Mariah Carey, but I don't know about any of her Christmas songs.
That's the only song she sings that I know of. That's a Mariah Carey song. All I want for Christmas is you. She couldn't get her up.
No, she's not strong enough.
Fuck you, Bianca Belair. You think you so strong.
Dewdrop. Using her intelligence.
Sure.
Oh, she's just walking off.
She's like, I'm just leaving.
This referee's going to count to 10 twice tonight. I don't know if it's the same one.
Her boobie's hanging out. It's coming out.
Yeah. You're going to see some sausage here in a minute. Big old nipple. Or whatever that areola.
I think it's great.
Look at her face. She's like,
That's funny.
Well, Esther wins that one. After getting her ass handed to her the whole time.
Yeah. Ass handed to her.
They can keep that one going.
Robbie's like, yeah, do you keep telling yourself that about life? Ha ha ha. Illa's like, ew, Robbie, go back to England, yeesh. Pickle's like, I never understood my mom's obsession of Christmas until I seen a Filipino special. Was on parts unknown. So I embrace Christmas.
Smack!
You have to expect the unexpected. Sophie's like, thank God this new virus isn't as bad as COVID, or I don't know what the WWE will do. How did it get in Australia is what I want to know. They're supposed to be completely locked down and nothing, anybody, anywhere, but somehow it got in Australia. How is that?
Austin Theory's back with the big man. He's sore from last week, from the smack.
Little sore in my face. Chris Akani's in the chat, though. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
What's up, Travis and D? Not much. Just
Doing
hanging out.
fantastic.
Vindicator says, Old Dewey is a much better name than Dewdrop, and because she didn't think of it, Eva Marie was released.
Did he just say jock itch?
Yes.
Ooh!
Yay! No.
Don't be surprised, you son of a bitch.
He didn't learn anything.
Not one lesson did he learn. What is it, like a watch or something?
Arm. I have no idea. He just keeps looking at his arm like, oh, hey. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Like he had the answer.
Pickles like you and me, Robbie,
hey!
have the same superpowers. Haha.
It's
Sophie
Ms.
says,
TV.
With the best of special that will stink for your channel, and others like it since they actually have a day off. Robbie says, hello, Piccolo. Yeah, it's mad. Piccolo says, Shazam, I have the app for it and like to compete with the folks on TV. Yeah, I think that might be what it is. Vindicator's like, Dewey is cheap. She wouldn't let Esther finish her. Oh, you know what's really funny about that is that messes with their minds. Ayla's like, that's Double A's favorite Christmas song too. Odd. Sophie's like, another count out. Film says, but however, Bianca Belair has some good looking armpits, but she can't live up to the type of armpit boss Sasha Banks. Nice.
No.
Sophie's like, hopefully this Austin Theory Vince storyline leads somewhere. And Pico says, WWE endings are confusing. Film's like, not sell. I mean, did you saw it?
Did I see what?
Saw it.
Oh, seen it, right? Isn't that a game?
Saw it. I don't know. Maybe he's talking about the movie. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. Phil, what are you talking about? Ayla's like, what's the square footage of your house, D?
1 kajillion.
The square footage of our house is like, what, 1,200?
No, it's bigger than that.
It's 13.
1390 or 1420 something.
It's $690 per floor.
Right.
Literally.
So 20 under 14.
Mm-hmm.
So 1380.
Yeah, 1380. 1380 square feet. Not very big. Film says Austin Theory, boo hoo hoo, LOL. Vindicator message, you're talking. Pickle says, this is my bathroom break time. I'm going to make a sandwich. In the bathroom? That's kind of gross, man.
Nice.
Probably shouldn't make your sandwiches in the bathroom. I mean, it's pretty filthy in there. No matter how much you clean it. Rob is like, sometimes my mind is mad if I'm in a place where I'm chilling and music is playing. My mind will make me gravitate to the music, and I will instantly know what the song is and who sang it. Even though I don't care about the music playing, I just want to be chilling when I'm out.
I'm that way with 80s music. I can't help
that is probably something that you could fix. That's something wrong with your brain.
Is it wrong?
Vindicator says, you know what? If it messes with you having a good time and interacting with your mates, then yes, I think it would be.
Let's do some coherence.
Vindicator says McBossman is grooming Theory to be his next Cena. He can't even be subtle about it. Disgusting. But I do like Theory, so I can roll with it. Do you? Do you, Vindicator? You like him? You like him lots? Film Nation's like question marks. And Vindicator says, is it okay to be a germaphobe?
Do whatever you want.
I don't care if you're
Be you. As long as it doesn't affect your life.
I just think that he shouldn't make his sandwiches in his bathroom. It's probably not the best place to do it. You know, unless he can't help it because you, like, you know, live in a, you know,
like a jail cell?
No. A
one-bedroom?
Sure, a studio apartment where you can't help that. But I'm pretty sure he lives in a bigger place than that.
What are the People's Choice Award?
I don't know, but I don't care.
I mean, what is it? Like, what do you win? Like, just because the people chose you? Like, is there still categories?
Probably, I guess. I don't know. It was like we looked at a 1,200 square foot and a 2001. Nice. What areas? Film says, oh, wait a minute. It wasn't Charlotte Flair. It was Zelina Vega, but I really don't want to call her Queen Zelina. But she is Queen Zelina. She's Queen Zelina, but Charlotte Flair is the queen. It's a little bit different. Film says, why not just call her Princess Zelina Vega? That would make more sense. No, she's queen. It's queen
She won a tournament.
Yeah. She won the tournament, dude.
Fair and square. She beat everybody.
She did a good job. She did it all by herself.
Dewdrop, who beat Shayna Baszler. Brock.
Alpha males. Canadian alpha males. I kill in Saskatchewan.
I guess fans just loved this. Like, it was huge.
Oh, I bet they did.
On the internet.
How could you not? As Luke said, he's like, I've never been a huge fan of Brock, but man, I live in Saskatchewan. I kill in Saskatchewan. Really made me love him.
Oh, don't touch him.
Ew. Ew, you touched me. Robbie's like, Film Nation, just call her a fraud and have done with it. Ha ha ha. Chocolate Bar's in the chat. Hey, Chocolate Bar.
Hey, Chocolate Bar.
How's it going? It was like one was across from the old mall looking at Garrett Way and one on Fairmont kind of by Double Shot.
Oh, okay.
I have a friend that lives over on Franklin. Chocolate Bar just subscribed. Thanks, Chocolate Bar.
Hey, we like chocolate bars.
Subscribing. Are you a big WWE fan? We're watching some Raw tonight. Right now they're just doing a SmackDown.
Yeah,
recap
they're just doing the recaps of SmackDown.
Because they have to. They do it on both shows now. Raw does a SmackDown recap, and SmackDown does a Raw recap. It's so stupid. A person had a sign that said Tribal Daddy.
The Tribal Daddy.
Tribal Daddy's so creepy. So he's like, I like how Brock didn't know who Sami Zayn was. Film's like, there can only be one queen and not Charlotte Flair. Well, Charlotte Flair doesn't have a crown, and she's the queen.
She's just labeled the queen. But she's more like the Duchess of York.
But Zelina is queen of the ring, so Chocolate Bar's like, no, not really. WWE got a bit crap.
Right.
What about AEW?
You like any of the wrestling?
Impact or NXT then? It looks like there is one on Dove next to Wilcox, but they want too much. Don't they all? Vindicator's like, I like to compartmentalize nearly everything I do.
Yeah, those bird straits are usually pretty expensive, and they're not the biggest houses, but they are kind of nice. I like it over there. I like that neighborhood.
Yeah.
I always liked the maze. I've always called it the maze.
Right. So, yeah, the kitchen is for making sandwiches. The bathroom is rinsing off dirt in the shower and maybe cooking up meth like Philip Chance. Right? Definitely do it in the bathroom. Chocolate bars like Film Nation BTS. The Queen is Elizabeth II. Rafi says, Ayla, what's your budget? Sophie's like, Kevin Owens, usually you could tell when a person is going to resign. It depends on his role on WWE TV. Chocolate bar says, AEW is the best.
AEW.
250,000. Film says, thanks for the information, Chocolate bar. Yes. Elizabeth II. Unbelievable.
Without belief.
The Miz. Me, you know. The Miz. A shell of his former self.
Or is he? Let's bring him out.
Let's bring him out and talk to him.
So Maurice is not there. Maybe she'll come out halfway through.
Maybe. Ayla says, I like it too. Yeah, it's a nice area. I did look at, I don't know if I looked at any houses in that area. I don't think any of them were for sale.
On the birds?
Yeah. When we were looking for houses, or when I was looking for houses. I think the ones I looked at were in the tree ones, but the tree ones that are over there, like by Moreland or whatever.
Like Hemlock and...
Yeah, the short ones. Mm-hmm. Those houses are pretty nice. That one, the one that I looked at, hadn't been updated since like the 50s. And they seriously still had like a 50s stove in there.
That's awesome.
It was pretty cool, but I was like, no. Like, I don't know if I really want to go that far back in life. Chocolate Bar says, I am thick and fruity. Sweet.
Edge looking like McKenna,
are you thick
McKenna
or are you
this
thick?
Weekend.
Oh, grunge.
Their jacket on.
That is grunge jackets. Grunge jacket.
I wonder if she'd wear a jacket like that. I could get her one of those.
Robbie's like, Ayla, is that for a 4-bedroom house? No, Robbie, with inflation, that's more like a 2-bedroom if you're lucky with a bathroom. Sophie's like, what does that make me? I'm not a people person and I am shy at parties.
What do you mean, what does it make you?
I don't know.
Don't label yourself, just accept.
Ayla's like, Robbie, I'm looking for a 3+, just depends on what we can find. I'm confused. Vindicator says, look at MJF in the ring talking about his scarf and bodyguard who doubles as his baby's mama, trying to make a meaningless comeback and who only end up being the next Eva Delusion. I'm pretty sure that's the Miz.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Maurice is just as good as Liv.
Right? Exactly.
And Liv's made it this long. Like,
on the mic and wrestling.
She's not. I mean, I'm not going out on a limb and saying she's great or anything. I'm not saying Maurice is fantastic, but she's to me she's got a better body.
Are you talking about Eva or Maria or Maurice?
Maurice.
Okay.
Yeah, Eva Marie, it's not even close, but those are pretty ugly.
He always doesn't wear the greatest. They're sparkly.
You say my Jordans are way cooler.
My Jordan 3s are way cooler. We don't care about his stupid shoes. Oh, this guy. Anyways, Delex Sec is in the chat. Hey Delex
thanks
says,
for hanging out
from
with us.
Scoro. Has anyone seen the doctor? Nope, haven't seen a doctor.
What kind of doctor?
It was like, oh, that's what you mean. On average, it's definitely a tiny house at the moment. Or I was like, hey, it's the same in the UK where I'm from. That price can get you a 1 to 2 bed house if you're lucky. It was like last year, that much money could have bought me a huge house, like 3,000 square foot. Right? Luke's in the chat. Hey, Luke says, hi all. How's it going, Luke? How you doing? Did you have a good weekend? Get some rest? Take care of the animals? Make sure nobody died? Deluxe says, Ravi, are you the doctor? Ayla says, with like half an acre. Ravi's like, D, Jordans are cool.
They are.
It was like, Ravi is a doctor. Dr. Feelgood. Vindicator says...
Like a meth cook.
Vindicator's like, Liv has more moves than Maurice inside and outside the ring. Plus, she doesn't let any loudmouth Dancing with the Stars rejects boss her around. Yeah, but you know what's even better, Vindicator, is that Maurice is married and has a lot of stuff and whatnot. And
it's a TV show.
Whatnot. And I get it, Liv has a farm and animals and whatnot, but meh. Deluxe Sex says he must be here. I tracked his TARDIS here. Nice. Robbie's like, Ayla, cheers for thinking so highly. And Ayla's like, no people named Jordan suck. Bad. Robbie's like, of me, ha ha. Is it you guys talk too much? No, that's really not a difference. It's kind of the same. Bleh. He's like, I see the crack and I go after it. Woo! It was like, I was thinking a quick quack doctor, like one that might lose their license for malpractice. Right? You never said it was a good doctor. Dr. Kevorkian.
Liv's Guinea farm. I had to look up to see if Guinea was racist. That's what was on the internet before I said it.
Oh.
It's not. It's a place.
Yeah. It's like a, whatchamacallit.
It's a country in West Africa.
Yeah. Country. The year of Miz, he says. Make it happen.
There it is. They're setting it up. It's official. All Edge has to do is say yes.
Accepted.
If that's a challenger on.
If that's a talent, I'm like totally there, man. Where are we going?
Let's get it on tonight.
Ravi says Ayla with hella disrespect. Haha. Film says get your votes in and think who will win, Liv Morgan or Becky Lynch.
Becky.
Becky. Well, Becky's going to retain the title. Liv might win the match because of something, but she ain't going to win the title.
No.
Film says it's probably going to be Becky Lynch if you ask me. So he pushed him?
I don't think he pushed him. I think he just flinched.
Loser. It was like, it's not my fault you lied through med school. Vindicator's like, Miz is making his feeble pipe dreams public, just like some AEW guy I know who pals around with Wardlow. Yeah, but it's funny, though. Miz doesn't have Wardlow with him. He doesn't have a Wardlow.
Miz wearing $9,000 shoes.
Possibly. He wears them a lot, though. You can tell. Very scuffed on the bottom.
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
Those red bottom shoes are expensive.
Yeah. Well, the one part of it, like in this part of them, is like completely scuffed off. So there's no red.
There she is. Not crying, guys.
Robbie says, "Oh, Ayla, I'm not Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. Ha ha." You're not? Lies. Oh my god.
She's kind of cringy on the mic.
Why does her mouth look like that when she talks?
I think it's because she can't help but kind of whine cry like as she talks. Maybe it's just how she talks.
Championship. So gross. I fucking can't stand her.
Oh, here comes Rey and his son.
If it was just Rey, it'd be fine. But it has to be the thing with him all the time. Why can't it just be Rey Mysterio? Oh my god, he's wearing his diaper clothes. He's wearing his fucking diaper clothes.
He likes wearing those diaper pants. Oh, his son's gonna carry him. He's wearing old people diapers and he's being carried by his son.
Oh, now they're just the Mysterios. Oh my lord. Oh my god, how stupid. Is he broken or something?
He does look a little like what is he got, like football pads on?
I have no idea what he has going on.
He's got like football pants on.
In his pants-like area, but oh my god. I hate his outfits sometimes. I hate them so bad. Oh god.
Is this part of the tournament still? Yeah. I think this is part of that.
There you go.
Well, where's Randy?
Like, aren't you, though? And here's like, Liv Morgan, champion. Film's like, yeah, she ain't crying. That's some good news. He's wearing a diaper. What, dude? And look, these are running. Why does he have to wear those outfits? Seriously.
They look like football bottoms. He's got some sort of injury.
He's definitely limping around out there. Jesus Christ. It's like, D excited for Rey and Son? Oh, no. Oh, hell no. No. No, no, no.
There is one box you didn't open.
WrestleMania tickets.
Yeah.
It's the most stupendous.
It's very stupendous.
It's very stupendous. Stupid being the key words in that. Endus. Film says Dominik Mysterio is the baby. Let's go. Oh god, no.
The baby.
No, Rey is the one wearing diapers, by the way. Film says, or Vindicator says, maybe diaper pants are a part of his culture, like Thunder Rosa's halfway face paint.
Maybe.
Yes, his diaper pants, always.
He doesn't always wear diaper pants, though. So the question there is can you go outside your culture every once in a while?
No. It was like, did April get your gift?
The gift from you, yes. But Jordan brought over stuff. So I just put it out in the camper. I don't even know what it was. Hopefully it doesn't break if it got cold. But I don't think it got that cold.
Robbie says, has WrestleMania lost its cred these days?
No, not really. It's still the same, I think. It's just, when it's a 2-day event, it's just not as special.
Film hashtag diaper pants wrestling. Hashtag DPW. It's called sumo wrestling, sir. It's a very acclaimed sport in Japan. Don't be making fun of it.
Yokozuna. That's what it's called.
It looks like her. You know what? I don't know. Did she get it, though?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Did you make sure that the camper door was closed again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She didn't grab her. When did she come get that?
Oh my god, I don't know.
Well, was
Tuesday,
it
maybe? No, it was a long
It was
time
last week.
ago.
Okay. I just wasn't sure.
Because he came over Sunday. I think it was like Tuesday or Monday or something.
Okay. I was just asking because that little package is still out
Yeah,
there.
she got a package in the mail, a big one. It was her phone that she had ordered.
Mm-hmm.
And it came through UPS. And so I just texted her and she said, oh, okay, I'll come right over. She was at work.
So she just left work and
came and
over.
got it and then went back to work.
Oh.
Because it's actually for work or something.
Oh. Boom says the hashtag was just a joke. Don't worry. Ayla's like it was a shirt and a roller bottle of CBD oil for your skin. Huh, cool. Vindicator says Travis, who has won more titles between Becky and Seth. I'm too lazy to look it up until tomorrow.
I think Seth had more belts altogether, and Becky's had them longer.
Yeah.
I can tell you that because she's over 500 days now. She's like 506, 7 days.
Yeah. Robbie says, Film Nation, I thought you were being seriously for a sec. I think he should be serious. I think Rey Mysterio should be in a... I think they should take all the old WWE guys and put them in diaper wrestling. It's probably what they're wearing under their stuff anyways. Their incontinence
they don't laugh.
issues.
Yeah. I pee a little bit when I laugh. Coming to Raw.
Coming to Raw. But
next
when?
year, maybe.
But when?
All right. We want Alpha Academy in this one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're back out there. Oh, no, just one of them.
Yeah, Randy didn't want to come, remember? He said no. He gave him his coat and said, my days of this is over.
Bro, sell.
Riley says, Film Nation. Oh, and Ayla says, and a big bag of clothes for Jacob.
Yep.
Nice. Ken Red's in the chat saying, Jilly Jilly Woo, Ronnie Gilly. Oh, that's nice. Film says, hopefully no more release on day 1. Vindicator says, so Becky is longer than Brock and Roman, but tainted or not as celebrated because of her
right,
paternity
but
leave.
it is time that she had the title while she was on TV. So when she was gone, it doesn't. Those days aren't on the count. She hasn't lost since like 35, WrestleMania 35 or something like that. And I think we just had 38. It's quite a while if you think about it.
Lacey Evans is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. She needs to.
She showed a before and after picture. She showed her picture like right when she was like giving birth, and then she showed her after picture like 6 weeks after birth or whatever. She's got all of her like muscles in her arms back and shit already.
Yeah, she was in shape before she got pregnant, so it shouldn't take her that long. I don't know how old she is though. She might be a little bit older.
I know she's in her mid-30s. She might be a little bit older than that. But Film says Matt Riddle be like, come on, Randy Orton, I'm gone.
It's too bad she is closer to being back because she would be the one that you'd want to come back and take a title.
Oh, hell yeah.
Off one of these girls because she was going to be in the Charlotte place anyways, so you might as well have her beat Charlotte for it.
Film says, I'm glad to see Lacey Evans.
Yes.
Yeah. Vindicator says Lacey is looking jacked, and I can't wait to see her return. Lacey versus Liv feud will carry the future.
Oh, come on.
Vindicator, stop.
Obviously, to say that to irritate us.
I
was thinking
Lacey
Charlotte
Evans
Lacey.
Nice.
Woo! Smacked him right in the face. See, you think Dominik's tall because his dad's so short, but then you see him next to Chad Gable, who you know is short, and they're about the same size.
Right.
Chad Gable getting out wrestled? Are they trying to sell Dominik to us? Yes. Don't buy it.
He's garbage.
There's a belly to belly. Woo! Get him. Tag in there, Otis. In this.
Oh, I guess she's not as old as I thought. She's only 31.
Oh, good for her. Good. Yeah, she's way younger than Becky then. I think Becky's like 34.
Wow. Yeah, I had no idea. I thought she was a little. I thought she was older than that, but yeah, she's only 31. Nice. Good for her.
Well, she carried herself so mature, you know.
Well, she joined the U.S. Marines when she was like 19, so it makes sense.
She probably had a bad childhood.
She did. She admits it. She talks about it a lot, actually. Talks about her growing up and stuff and how she grew up. Fem says, and Lacey Evans' outfits look nice. Vindicator says, Liv Morgan, I'm riding that gravy train until the end.
Yeah, Becky is 34.
Yeah. Film says, that is no way to start off a good Monday Night Raw, LOL.
With a birthday coming up.
So she's almost 35.
Yeah.
So he says we are getting Miz versus Edge at day 1. I'm guessing they are saving the rumored mixed tag match for the Rumble or Mania, possibly. What's even weirder, though, is that their daughter
show up.
just turned 1. Literally. Seth and Becky's.
Yeah. She was out for 14 months.
I mean, that's so crazy, right? Like,
yeah.
What? I saw that and I was like, what? I was like, holy shit.
Wait, how's that 1?
She was born
oh,
on
wait,
the 1st
never
of
mind.
December.
Never mind. She quit wrestling. Never mind. I was like, that's not when she quit. There it is! The Mysterios win! Dominik Mysterio. Pins, what's his name?
Gable.
Yeah. Otis never got in there.
What? He never got Otis in there at all?
Otis was never in the ring.
That's weird. Wonder why. It's strange why they would do that. Sophie says we are getting Miz versus Edge at day 1. I'm guessing they are saving the rumored mixed tag match for the Rumble or Mania. Maybe. Right. Robbie says, "Oh, I thought it was a gravy boat." LOL. Nick here's like, only good thing Dominik could do is give his daddy some fashion tips, but we all know he won't.
Oh,
listen.
shit. Riddle might get in a little bit of trouble here.
Sophie says, why couldn't they build up Survivor Series like they are doing for day 1?
Oh, shit.
He didn't get
Big
to beat up
slam.
anybody, so he's like, I will beat you up. Philip says, Becky is 35. Wow, she will be.
RKO out of nowhere.
Rey's action. Robbie's like, Rey's action figure should come with a diaper. Would make it more realistic.
The Mysterios and Street Profits next week.
Picks up the win. Right? Because they let Chad Gable out there with him. So it was like one of Billy Gunn's son is going to be part of a new reality series for the E! Network. That's cool.
That'll be fun.
Vindicator says, Ravi, you made me think of something dirty with Liv, but I will keep it in reserve because Zelina would smash it to pieces with disdain and sarcasm.
What the hell is
LOL.
he doing?
He's getting ready for his
That's
match.
That's not annoying. Ah. Oh, God. He doesn't want to see your body. He likes young blonde women.
Look at his face.
I could do this all day.
He's like got Randy Orton face right now.
Please stop. That's not what I was thinking.
I have brains.
Is he gonna interfere in the main event or something?
Oh God, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Robbie's like, nah, Vince, say it, LOL. Sophie's like, they didn't show that Trish versus Lita highlight for no reason.
No.
Oh, that a redhead won? That's weird. Vindicator says it's weird how Austin almost looks similar to Sammy Guevara, just bigger. Blythe Evans is in the chat saying, yes, I am coming back after a year off. I will return, and y'all don't forget. Did you? Didn't forget.
Don't
No,
forget.
I didn't forget.
Never forget.
We have Finn Balor out here?
Yeah, Finn
Balor.
Balor.
Oh my God, is his larger doppelganger going to come
I think
beat
so.
him up?
So basically, Finn Balor on steroids and
Finn Balor's going to be beat up by Finn Balor? Wait a minute. I mean, some guy that looks like him? It's creepy. Robbie's like, message retracted.
What's that called? Like a different world? What is that? Marvel does it, right? Or is that DC? DC does it. Universe. Austin Theory is him from a different universe.
Yeah. Mr. Vicky's in the chat. Hey, Mr. Vicky says, hello, guys. What's going on? You know.
Oh, doing fantastic. Watching a little bit of Raw. I think we're getting into that last hour.
Sophie says, I wonder who Finn will feud with next, leading into day 1.
I think it's going to be Austin Theory.
Vindicator's like, okay, I will say it. Message retracted. There, I said it. LOL. Mr. Vicky says, I love Demon Balor. Robbie says, Liv should be sponsored by Kleenex with the amount of crying she does. Ha ha.
T-Bar coming out.
Oh,
That's who he's wrestling.
Oh, T-Bar, huh?
This is going to be a huge size difference here.
Weird. Ew, it's all feel-good garbage this time. Ugh, barf.
It's always feel-good garbage. Cartoons make you feel good.
Okay, the first one was kind of like funny though. It wasn't like really a feel-good movie. It was like funny and
With
fun.
The pigs.
And then this one's like, oh, it's all about how you feel.
Rom-com.
Probably between an African porcupine and a lion. At least they're from the same continent.
How slow can you make that go? Jeez. I've ridden the mechanical bull before. He did it.
Wow.
That's how they ride bulls
like, I
in
wonder
New
if
York.
this Vince Austin Theory storyline will lead into WrestleMania. Mr. Vicky says, what's tonight's main event?
Becky for the title against Liv.
Vindicator says, why is T-Bar still employed? Make me feel even worse for Keith Lee and Karrion Kross.
Wait, why T-Bar? You just watched Dominik Mysterio wrestle and you're asking why T-Bar is still employed?
Hello. You're asking the wrong question. Why is Dominik still employed?
Because his dad.
You want to talk about somebody who's ripping off the coattails of his father?
Charlotte. Just kidding. Charlotte's probably more popular than her dad.
I wouldn't know.
It's different. Like, it's a different world. She's more popular because there's more people that know who she is than knew who her dad was in the 80s. I would go out on a limb and say that. Yeah. Because only people that watched the NWA knew who Ric Flair was in the 80s. There was so many wrestling fans in the 80s, it was ridiculous.
Robbie's like, Liv versus Becky. Keith Lee is a mook. Sophie says, with the women main eventing tonight, they might have changed who they want to win the championship to continue the feud between the both of them leading into day one. Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
That's exactly what I think's happening.
Mr. Vicky says, guys, my dream job, my dream is to be a WWE superstar one day, and trust me, one day I'll make it to WWE, and you guys will be my fan. Sweet. Robbie says that Bex ain't gonna lose the title. Sophie says, too bad that Buddy Murphy Ray's daughter couple storyline didn't lead into anything. I think it was just stuff they had to pull out of their butts for the pandemic era.
I don't understand some of those storylines that they did, like the whole eye thing with Ray
and Ray. Yeah. Oh my god, so bad. It was like, can you stop anytime? And they're like, let's keep this going for 8 months.
Yeah, you have to. Something.
Oh, thank God! I'm so glad that you guys kept it going for 8 months. God forbid that we could think of anything else that didn't have to do with this for 8 months.
Is Austin Theory going to interfere in this match? Yes or no?
Maybe.
He's got to get Vince's attention. And he looks just like Finn Balor.
Would that really get your attention? I guess it could. It's weird, but
anytime somebody looks like somebody, I think you should go with it.
Oh my God. He's like, let me try to break you in half with my leg, and then I'll just
speaking of which, T-Bar kind of looks like him too. Might as well do all 3 of them together right next to each other, like boop, boop, boop. Big, bigger, biggest.
Finn Balor people. I was like, has anyone seen Rey without his mask on?
I have. He wrestled for years. Probably a full decade without a mask on. So.
When he wasn't a lucha.
Yeah. He did start with a mask, and then they took it off of him. And then I guess he put it back on at some point.
Sophie says, it seems if a storyline becomes a hit with fans, Vince gets bored and drops it out of nowhere. Yeah, but if the fans hate it, they're like, let's keep this one going for 17 years.
Right. So it all boils down to if real fans like it or if they don't, right? Like if the fake fans on the internet like it, then he'll let it go. But if the fans in the stands like it, he'll keep it. They put everything on these house shows first to see how the fans react.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is really based on what the fans want to see.
Like human people, like real live people. Not things behind keyboards that pretend to be people. Mr. Vicky says, who do you think will win Royal Rumble 2022 in both men and women's?
I would like to see who the champions are going to be on January 2nd.
Yeah.
I mean, if Brock is champion and Bobby Lashley's champion,
it would change a lot of things.
It changes a lot.
While the men's Rumble, The Rock returns and wins, challenges Roman, and on the women's side, Ronda returns and challenges Becky.
Right. I don't think Ronda's in shape, and I don't think she can get in shape in a month.
I don't think she cares to get in shape. She just popped out a baby and doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't think she's even close to in shape. But it's fun.
Like from all the pictures that she shows of breastfeeding and all of her garbage that she's doing, I highly doubt she gives a rat's patootie. And I don't think she should be allowed in wrestling ever again. She ruined everything.
After single-handedly
on that women roster,
destroying the women's division,
I would boycott her ass completely. And the crap that she said.
I watched an interview with her. Hold on a second. I watched an interview with her, and her goal was to never be a champion. That was her goal. They're like, well, what's your goal? And she's like, after talking to Piper's family and everything, it's about the storytelling, and my goal is to never be champion.
Well, she should have told them what she was wanting to do because they didn't follow through with it.
I was like, well, you beat freaking the little Dynamite, whatever her name is, little creepy girl. Alexa Bliss. That's it! T-Bar just lost.
Those little kids are so excited.
Mighty Mouse.
Yay! The little man wins again.
David versus Goliath. And David wins. David always wins.
Remember they had the Otis Mandy storyline. It was on for months, and out of nowhere one day they drop it. They also got separated on brands too, and
yeah, they had to do that. I mean, who wants to just make out with freaking Otis every week? They went too far with the kissing and stuff. If they would have left it where he just kind of liked her and was stalking her and stuff, I think that would have worked. But you can't have them actually kissing.
Or like she returned his niceness with niceness. Who, thank you so much.
Oh shit! What's happening?
Austin Theory.
What's happening?
He's attacking the winner of the match, old Finn Balor. Finn Balor's doppelganger. He's like, hey. He's like, I got my selfie. Is he gonna impress Mr. McMahon? He's like, yes, with
he
my
got that selfie. Oh, getting a little closer. Be careful with Finn. He's explosive. I didn't know you could push the side button to take a picture.
It might be that weird little Bixby thing or something that it has, maybe. One of them. I don't know. Mr. Vicky's like, do you hate babies? No, I don't hate babies. I just find Ronda a piece of garbage and annoying.
Dana Brooke. Or Brooke.
Oh, shit. It's R-Truth and Tozawa. I don't know if that's PG.
Yeah, for them to pin her.
Right? There's Reggie.
Reginald don't care.
Her nails are like points.
I seen that.
Either that or whatever she has painted as points. Pretty sure they're points, though.
They look
pointy. Oh, yeah, they're points. Holy shit, that's
Look behind
terrifying.
her. Look behind her. Oh, Tamina's in on the 24/7 stuff. Reginald saved her. All these people are going to be unemployed because they don't have the title.
R-Truth
Here it comes!
Back down as a little bush.
So how much time we got? We got a half hour. This is going to be a long-ass match.
It's not going to be.
They're going to try to make Liv look good.
Oh, God.
And
so
this...
if it's like storylines and feuds sometimes get dropped depending on if a wrestler gets injured out of nowhere on a house party or house show or a taping.
That's true.
That can happen. It totally can happen. Sophie says, why is this 24/7 championship still a thing? I don't get it. It's for the kids.
I'm okay that they moved it to the women's division for a while. There's a lot of women that don't get TV time.
Mr. Vicky is like, hey, I got an idea for you guys. I think you guys should upload WWE news to the channel, on the channel.
Yeah, I probably should.
I almost did it for a little while.
At some point, I probably will get into it. I just haven't done it.
You did it for a little bit.
Yeah. I need a more reliable news source. I'll probably have to just subscribe to Dave Meltzer's podcast and listen to it.
Ew.
Well, that's where everybody else gets theirs.
Gross.
Until I can start going to live events. Stalking them. And I mean, I see people take videos of some of the matches and then post them online. Is that their content, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't it still be WWE's content just because you're recording it? Like, that's what... Like, I just wouldn't want a copyright strike. Mm-hmm. And I know you can use it as news. Like, I could show it and then say what happened. Mm-hmm. That would work. But I don't think you could just record a full match and then just put it on the internet. Or take your phone and live cast it. Pretty sure that would be illegal.
I think you can if you're doing it, if you bought a ticket and you're there. Because whatever you're doing is your content.
Yeah, but you're recording somebody else's content.
No. I don't think that's how it works.
I'm just saying, I don't think you can live cast WrestleMania from your phone onto YouTube if you're there.
Right. Mitzi Aroma's in the chat saying I thought that was Shayna for a second.
I
Yeah,
did too.
It was Tamina.
And I was like, why is she on Raw? But
As
then
Robbie
it
says,
was Tamina.
Tamina, LOL. It's the match D is looking forward to. Not really. As Vindicator says, it's time. And Sophie says, I know the 24/7 championship was the USA Network idea, but I didn't expect it to last this long. And Luke is like, reliable news source? What am I, chopped freaking liver? LOL. It's more along the lines of if Travis did wrestling news information, right? Where is he getting his news from? Because it's like, where are you getting your news from? You know? If you have to look for it, right?
Yeah, and I'd probably have to be on Twitter.
You have to do some searching up and find the information, and then either that or just make up shit. People get really happy.
You know, and there is a lot of channels that do that, right? They upload and they're like, this is what's going to happen, and or if this happened, this is how it would turn out. Mm-hmm. You see that stuff all the time,
right?
You know, and then they twist things. So like last week after their contract signing, they cut out Liv's words about her friends losing their jobs because of Becky's money. Uh-huh. They cut it out off YouTube.
Right.
So then on YouTube, some of the creators put, Liv's been canceled. Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, seriously.
The cancel culture garbage. It was so weird.
You know, Liv's been deleted. WWE deletes Liv. Things like that. And it's like, oh my God. You can see how CNN and MSNBC and whatever the other ones, how they just make up their news. It's like,
right? They're just like, oh, I took this and then put it completely out of context instead of just having it be what it is and letting the people decide what they want to think.
Just reporting what happened. Mm-hmm. Just report truth.
Not your opinion. Film says, I'm ready for Becky and Liv Morgan. Mr. Vicky says, have you ever attended a WWE live event? If yes, then how was the feeling?
No, but I did do WCW, and at the time, WCW was as big, if not bigger, than WWF. So I don't know if that counts.
Why not?
Well, because they're asking if I did WWE.
Oh. Sophie says, you remember they hinted at a Roman versus Shinsuke feud last year? They didn't follow up on it.
Yeah.
Sophie says, I get my news from Dirt Sheets or Dave Meltzer. And
Right.
looks like I get my news from live podcasts, live interviews, Twitter, and the official WWE, AEW, and Impact websites. Pickle is like, sometimes I think you're Dave Meltzer.
When I go through my boxing stuff, I see how much work it takes. And then I'm like, why don't I do this for boxing? Because I spend so much time. Because in boxing, there's no like schedule.
Right.
Like, so you have to go to all these different promotions and then put it together.
Right.
And it's like, oh my gosh, I should just post this. But I don't have a boxing show. But
Luke says, like the Charlotte Andrade news I reported 2 weeks ago, and then it turned out true. LOL. Well, it was just because they stopped following each other, but you can't always go off of just because they stopped following each other doesn't mean they broke up. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. I don't look at that as a precursor to people breaking up just because they on social media didn't stop following each other. I don't, yeah, no. Mr. Vicky says after, that's like saying if you are on any kind of social media and you don't follow your significant other in any way, then you guys aren't really together. That's like what that's saying. That's, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? I do not want to hear her fucking goddamn
well, I don't know why they're doing
story.
that. Hey, I remember that. They had an actual show about this.
Mr. Vicky says, after watching WrestleMania 38, I love Sasha more than ever. I just loved her entrance. Pickle
Yeah, I
says,
like
I get it from the voices in my head. Oh, and Russell talk. Oh, the voices in your head.
I used to watch Wrestle Talk, but it's just so long. It's like 15, 20 minutes. I don't like watching for that long, even though that Ollie Davis or whatever, he's pretty funny.
Right. Sophie says, I wonder how Bobby Lashley role in this 4-way could lead to a potential Brock feud. Are they really going to make it a 4-way, though? I mean, they didn't say anything about it. They just had him come out and beat him up.
They have a few weeks. She's from Jersey. Makes so much sense.
She's dirty. She's definitely a dirty Italian. Mr. Vicky says WrestleMania 32. Mr. Vicky says, I just wrote WrestleMania 38. Oh, it's okay. I wouldn't know the difference, so. Maybe other people might, but I wouldn't.
They cut it out there, too. They cut out your friends who aren't even here anymore.
Oh, that Becky said to her?
Yeah. That made her actually cry.
Mm-hmm. Like, and then she couldn't use her words.
You know, I used to make championship belts. It's just funny because, you know, they show all these kids doing that. But I never put it on myself. I always made them for my wrestling dolls. Mm-hmm. I never did the fantasy of me actually becoming a wrestler or any of that.
Right. Sophie says they're giving this a Stone Cold Rock type feel with this video package.
She's so weird. Like, I don't know what it is. It's something to do with her face or her neck or something. In her posture. Like, she does this thing. See, there she sticks it out. She looks good. She's super nervous. She's almost in tears.
She's gonna totally, like, cry.
She looks like she's ready.
And then she's gonna botch up the fucking yang because she's like, and then it's gonna be like, I wasn't ready. I was so nervous. Oh my God. I just don't even want to be here.
All right, we're getting closer and closer. Are you worried that she's gonna win?
No, I just don't even want to watch it. It literally makes me want to throw up. Sophie's like, if this was opening the show, I could see Becky winning. Now with it being the main event, isn't that clear like people thought? Sure. Yeah, it's what's going to happen.
Liv's got to thank Becky. Because Liv doesn't main event Raw without Becky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she better be kissing her asshole.
Ew.
Hey, I made you to be in this spotlight, so you better enjoy it while you can, kid. Indicator's like, damn those commercial breaks.
They got to fill time somehow. There's still 20 freaking minutes left. When Becky came out, there was 30.
Well, they had to give her sob story.
Now we got 20. So
Again.
They went 10 minutes for those two entrances.
They had to give Liv's sob story again because they've done her sob story
Actually,
before.
I watched that on, like, it was either Peacock or the NFL Network or the WWE Network.
They did it before a match that she had for a title before also.
She's never wrestled for the title
Well,
before.
whatever match it was that she just was like, I love wrestling so much. I've always wanted to be a wrestler. Mr. Vicky says, you are wearing a red t-shirt and he is wearing blue, so I think you love Raw and he loves SmackDown.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not how it is. He's just too lazy to get a red sweatshirt out and wear it. So he just keeps the blue one on.
Oh, it's at the bottom.
He's probably wore that sweatshirt for the last 4 weeks. Just so you guys know at home. Literally. Like, not
No, I
kidding.
wore a blue one.
Oh, you wore a blue one? No, really, you're wearing a blue one right now?
What color did I wear for the pay-per-view?
Oh, did you decide to wear your green one that time?
Maybe.
But no matter what, he doesn't change colors anymore. I wear red because it's Raw. And don't worry, on Wednesday I'll be wearing black for AEW.
You won't be here.
And I won't be here to watch it or do anything with it. Thank God. Just kidding. It might not be too bad, but I don't know. I'll probably have Dodo Face talk too much. And then on Friday for SmackDown, I'll wear a blue shirt. Sophie says, I just wish they'd give Raw the last half-hour commercial free.
Do something.
Can't.
But that's when they're at their lowest rating, so it might be hard to sell that time.
Well, you know, they might not if they actually did it, I guess.
Maybe,
you know?
yeah.
Maybe that's why people don't watch it.
Like how
Maybe
Snickers...
they're like, it's just too much.
Snickers satisfies.
Like, it's just too much commercial, so I don't watch it.
Or do the first 2.5 hours for the men and then the last half hour women's matches.
Sophie's like, do you guys do laundry every day?
To be honest, I do laundry about 3 times.
Yes, we actually do laundry every day. Maybe not our own laundry every day, but we do some laundry every day. Considering we have a dog that, you know, he's paralyzed and has some incontinent issues. He's getting better on that end. He's not as bad. Mr. Vicky says, you like LA or LV? Okay, well, LA is Sodom. So no.
Where's LV?
Las Vegas?
I like Las Vegas.
Sophie's like, the commercials do last forever sometimes. Don't they, though? Don't they?
We're going to have 15 minutes by the time this match starts.
Ravi must have died.
I feel like Becky's going to lose this belt. How she just acted with it.
How's your sandwich, Piccola? Did you make it in the kitchen and not the bathroom? Because that was kind of terrifying. Oh, are they finally going to do something and not, like, talk? Are they ready? Did the bell ring yet?
It's official.
The bell rang finally?
Liv looks like she's going to cry. Hopefully she can keep it together.
Glad the bell finally rang.
Got 16 minutes. We'll go
Mr. Biggie's
behind.
like Los Angeles, Las Vegas, guys. Yeah. I knew it was Los Angeles, and no. LA is Sodom, so no. LA is garbage. Las Vegas is
Did you ask where they're from?
pretty cool. No, I didn't ask where they were from. They just asked if we liked one or the other. I don't care if they're from Los Angeles.
I lived in Las Vegas when I was a kid. Up until 4th grade. Not up until 4th grade, but in 4th grade.
So he's like, I wonder how many commercial breaks we get in this match.
I'm going to say one more.
Well, we had one already before the match even started.
I think we'll have one more. So, which means that we don't even need to watch this match until after that.
Pickle's like, okay, so when I chose those words, I really didn't think about it. Well, oh, really? You didn't think about that you're going to be making your sandwich at the bathroom? It was funny. I laughed a lot. So it was like, no way this match will last 15 minutes. I give it 10. Oh, you're a lot more nicer than I am.
Well, it's got to go to the end.
It's got to go at least some amount of time, right?
Oh, unless they have something planned at the end.
They'll just do a lot of small, slow garbage crap like this because Liv can't keep up.
This is bad.
God, she's so annoying.
She's very botchy, and it's tough.
Can't watch her. She's just so fucking horrible.
Well, she's not that bad. She's just slow.
She's bad. So bad.
It's because she doesn't know what she's doing.
You think? Mr. Vicky's like, should I open WWE Network now? I'm waiting for Becky and Liv. It's on right now.
It is on.
If you're wanting to watch it, it's happening right now, Mr. Vicky.
You got to get on there and watch it.
You better get on it now because it's now.
Becky just kicks out.
Started like a couple minutes ago. So if you're wanting to watch it, you better hurry up.
Like, Becky has to sit there on all fours and put her arm out for her to grab it.
Yep.
Like, that's tough. This is tough. Oh, shit. There it goes.
Mr. Vicky's like, okay, I'm going, thank you. You're welcome. Sorry,
yes.
We should have been more clear. But yeah, it's happening right now.
1, 2. Liv Morgan, 1.
Sophie says
Just
they could have saved
count.
this match for day one if they didn't have anyone else to face Becky.
It's happening. They'll wrestle again at day one. Unless somebody interferes in this. But I don't know who it would be.
Bayley.
I don't think Bayley's ready. But it could be. I mean, obviously.
Nah, she won't. She's all for Liv. She's all been all goosey-goosey with her and shit. Oh, it's your time to shine.
Oh, if Bayley comes back as a babyface, that'll just ruin her.
Yeah, she can't come back as a babyface. She has to be an asshole. Thumbs like, speaking of Becky's arm, did she show her armpits yet? I don't know.
Yes, they're showing it close up right there.
I was not paying attention, so you'll have to do that yourself. Pickle's
Liv
like,
rolls out to the ground.
this does feel cringe.
It's tough.
It's just so bad. I just don't even want to watch it. It's so bad.
It's like she's got to be so careful or something with her. That was pretty nice. Liv did a good move. Write it down.
How long did it take her to set up for it?
She had to sit there for a minute. But
how long did, poor Becky have to wait for her to catch up?
No, it was instant. That's why I said it, but she had waited outside for a minute. Okay, Liv's going to fly through. She went through. Thank goodness she didn't catch her feet. She almost did, though. She wanted her back feet not to touch the rope so bad that they touched the top rope. See, watch. They kicked the top rope.
Yeah, just barely.
But she does land it.
At least, though, it was her toes and not her heels that caught.
Right.
That would have been way worse.
Oh.
Phil says, the chemistry's not there. Film says it. Okay, Misty, Travis got me covered. Thank you, Travis. Sophie's like, do you think
pouting.
Mia Yim or Tegan Nox would be great feuds for Becky if they didn't get
I think
released?
they just turned more lights on or something. Everything just went brighter.
Oh. No, I don't think Mia Yim or Tegan Nox would be great feuds for Becky.
Both of them are gone.
If they didn't get released, Sophie said. Mia Yim's worse.
Mia Yim is probably the least talented wrestler in all of wrestling.
God, she sucked. I'm glad she's gone. I've not even remotely cared. And Tegan Nox, that girl, she's got to be nicer to her body. Her body just ain't. I
feel bad for her because she's just all injuries.
Her heart might be in it, but her body is.
All right, it looks like we're going to a commercial break.
Commercial break. Here's the second one.
No.
No.
They're holding it here.
There
it goes.
Second one.
I'm pausing that. So we got 5 minutes of action, and we went to break.
Says, come on, Liv. Don't not count. Sophie says the WWE released a lot of women this year, so they probably couldn't find anyone other than Liv to face a Becky tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I love how they're building her up, though, like she actually has a chance. This is like what they would do if it was like Eva Marie. Build her up, and you'd be like, oh my God, she's going to win this. And then, obviously, she wouldn't, but I don't know. Liv could still win
totally
this.
Liv's totally going to win. She's going to win it. She's going to win it. She's going to be the champion. Everybody's going to be ecstatic and piss themselves. I don't want to see the implosion if she doesn't.
I seen that. That's the other guy, by the way. is Drew McIntyre. It could be another pillar.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about Drew. But I'm not going to take either Becky or Charlotte off. And which one do you take off? Becky? Because Charlotte's bigger than Becky. If you're
Yeah, but is it about bigness, though? I mean, really.
It's the pillars. It's what's holding the company up. Nothing's bigger than Roman.
I don't know, though. I mean, especially, and maybe not so much now that she's come back, but before she had her baby and stuff, the man was just huge.
Yeah, she was the most
popular. There was no way that you would ever,
Yeah, and Charlotte wasn't as good as she is now. But Charlotte's come alive in the last, 3, 4, 6 months.
Sophie's like, the first commercial break doesn't count because the match didn't officially start until after it. I don't agree.
No, this is the one, right? I'll go with that. It was they announced them and then they ran a commercial. But yeah,
if they're going to start them coming down and talking at 8:30 our time, and then the match doesn't start for 15 more minutes because of stupid story shit that nobody gives a rat's ass about, and then a commercial break or two, then yeah, I'm gonna count those whether the match started or not.
Yeah, basically Becky came down 21 minutes ago.
If they're gonna waste time
and we have had 4 minutes and 59 seconds of action in 20 minutes, so there was 15 minutes that were not used so far, and the commercial's still going. But I will give you a final at the end,
right,
of how long the actual airtime was.
Film says don't release all the beautiful women in WWE. I love their amazing armpits. Film also says it's probably Becky Lynch. While Liv, sorry, it's not going to happen. Sophie says, I wonder would Liv have gotten this opportunity of all the women that have been released the past 2 years.
I would have to look and see who's been released.
How about the women that How about the women that are just out because of other things, injury, babies,
pregnancies, yeah, all
that stuff? How you can't say that they've been released. Bayley's not released. Lacey Evans isn't released. And they're really good. For fuck's sake. They were pushing Lacey Evans to have a championship, and then she had to announce that she was pregnant. Yeah, whether or not that was, hey, we planned this, or if it was kind of like the whole thing with Becky, it was like, surprise, sorry.
All right, Becky's pulling a Liv by her hair. We are back, by the way. Oh, European uppercut. That was terrible. All right, little scissor drop here. Boom! Leg drop. 1, 2, and Liv just kicks out. But she did get that shoulder up. Becky's acting like she's frustrated, which I don't understand. She didn't do anything.
Right. Film says, I hope Bayley doesn't get released. Well, it'll be terrible on WWE.
So does this mean Liv's better than Bianca? Because she lasted longer?
No. Just means that Becky's such a bad guy and a heel that, that she all of a sudden is worse than what she was when she first came back. Sophie says,
Liv and her mom Methany.
Sophie says, when is Asuka and Bliss coming back? I could see one of them interfere in this match.
That would be nice to see either one of them.
Yeah. I kind of think like everybody else. I don't think we're going to see Bliss until after the new year.
Yes, definitely after year 1 or day 1.
Film says Liv Morgan's armpits. Yes. And as for Asuka, I don't know what's going on with her.
Jesus.
I know she had like an injury to her arm or something, but she kind of worked all through the pandemic. So it's fine that she's not really around.
1, 2. Liv's just kicking out.
I just don't want to see this happen.
The slowness?
Xia Li, and then they're like, oh, hey, by the way, Asuka.
No. They're from different countries.
I know they are. But that doesn't mean anything with them. They're so strange sometimes when they do stuff. As Film says, he's loving it. Great for you. Armpit matches. Sophie's like, where is Elias? Trying to rebrand himself again.
Yeah, he was going to come back as Randy the Macho Man Savage. That doesn't work.
Film says, ooh, Bliss.
Oh,
Film
shit.
says, take your time coming back, Bliss.
All right, Liv's in position. I don't know what Becky's doing. Misses, though. Rolls through. Liv, the big knee.
Sophie says Asuka is another one that held the company during the pandemic era along with Bayley and Sasha. That's right. They didn't really make her have to do anything with her title, but, you know, I just, I think that's more WWE's fault than Asuka's. She can't make them give her matches for
Yeah,
title.
that was tough. I felt bad for Asuka. She did have a long reign, but there was no matches.
I mean,
and she was in a tag team.
She did as good as she could through something that was happening that she had no control over. You know what I mean? I mean, it was just... And I don't know if she just at that point was just a placeholder for a while. But at the same time, it was like, eh. But I don't blame Asuka for it. I blame WWE.
All right, Liv punches her right in the mouth. And again, big right hand. Kicks her down below. And then kicks her in the face. Becky misses with a clothesline into the ropes. Liv mounts her. Now she's pounding her from above.
Piccolo says it would be the E trying to compare the two, Asuka and Xia Li. Right? It would be really weird.
Liv jumps into the corner, smashes Becky.
Liv should have used different shoes. Her shoes
Big.
are coming untied.
Yeah, I just seen something about
Sounds like because Bliss is my number one and she's my armpit dream girl. Is it because she looks like she's a little tiny child?
Uh-oh. Liv kicked her right there. Becky's in trouble. Here it is. This is her finisher. No, just a knee. This is a tough one. 1, 2. Becky kicks out easily. All right, both women are down. It's slowed way down.
They have to take a break. They're tired. It's going to have another commercial.
We got 4 minutes. No.
Sophie's like Asuka, Elias, and Bliss are people that you don't hear that much about.
Not right now, huh? 2 and... Oh, so close. Is Liv crying?
She's going to cry.
Liv looks like she's already crying.
She's going to fucking cry.
All right, Becky. Spin kick. Got her right in the guts. There's that big European uppercut. The man's on fire.
I wonder if Vindicator's even watching this.
Liv spins her over. A little Hurricane Rana that failed a little bit, but Becky did fall out of the ring. Liv kicks her. Liv climbing up top. Over the top. Stomps right down on Becky's back. Now she's stomping on her kidneys. Or maybe her butt. Hard to tell where one starts and the other one ends. It's very flat back there.
She just wanted to get
all right, Liv's going up top.
Adjustment.
Things are getting exciting. Got about 3 minutes left. Liv. Shotgun drop kick. That might do it. 1, 2. Becky just kicks out. Liv's got her in a submission hold. A chest stretch, I guess. Becky rolls her. 1. Becky almost had her there. In a 1. Oh, disarm her. Is it locked in, though? Looks like Liv's going to make it to the ropes. She did. Becky almost had her in the disarm her. All right, we got about 2 minutes left. Oh, there it is. Small package. Becky kicks out. Liv almost had her right there. Oh, she was going for the rock bottom. Missed it. 1. No, Becky rolls her through. 1, 2, 3. Becky wins it. Becky wins it.
Which is even better. It's even better that she cheated to win. Love it. Oh, that's funny.
Becky with the dub. Oh, there she goes. She is definitely going to cry. I saw some tears coming.
I don't know why I didn't win. She was holding the ropes. Did you see it? Is that girl going to cry too?
They have a little plant girl out there.
She's going to cry. We need you to cry.
Oh, no, she is not crying.
Don't cry. You better get over that crying fucking shit.
OTSS.
That's what just makes you, like, worse.
That was an 11-minute match. Becky getting it done.
Oh, here it comes. Is it going to happen? Yeah, don't cry. It just makes it worse.
Becky getting it done. The champion of the world. All right. That was an 11-minute match. Should the women get more time than 11 minutes?
Can they make it more? Oh, God. They're going to leave her out there so she has to cry? Come on.
You could do better than that.
Good.
She say
She
it's
didn't
not
cry
over.
this time. All right. Anyways, film says no, Liv, don't cry. It's too soon right now. I can't see. I was reading chats. They disappeared off my screen. Let's see. Stephen says this crowd seemed more lively than the New York crowds the last 2 weeks. It's Memphis, Tennessee. They know how to party. Film's like, oh man, this match is getting intense. Robbie's like, I love this match. Film's like, yay, congratulations, Becky Lynch. Sophie says that stinks. Film says it's okay, Liv Morgan, you did a good job, but we ain't going to win. You ain't gonna win the title. Sophie says Becky grabbed the rope. Well, she is a heel. They do cheat.
It is what it is. It doesn't matter how you win. It's that you won.
Let's see. Got Flashio's in the chat and says good night. Robbie says D excited for the Liv loss. So Roberto says have a good night. Midcarrier's like yep, cheat to win BS. The rematches at day 1. Well, see you guys for Dynamite. Peace. Bye then. Alita's like wow, and Film says Liv no crying. And Sophie says so I was off by 1 minute. I said it would be a 10-minute match. Luna says see you Tuesday. Alita says good night people. Film says wow, what a good way to end off the amazing live stream. Robbie says, Liv proving her worth yet again. Ha, 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 ha. And Pico is like, Liv stands. Student Martha says, well, I got work in the morning. And Pico says, like, what did you think was going to happen? I didn't expect Liv to win at all. I mean, and if she won, it wouldn't be the title. And
yeah, I thought it might be a count out or a disqualification.
something like that. And if Becky ever got the upper hand, of course she's gonna cheat. She's a heel right now, guys. It has to happen that way. Heels are that way, right? All the heels, even
Trust
Roman
me,
Reigns.
if Liv wins this at day 1, it's gonna be because she grabs the ropes, and then everybody's gonna be like, ah ha ha, she did it back to her.
Oh
blah, blah,
God,
blah.
yeah. They'll think ah ha ha ha, and that's like oh, so it's okay. It's okay if the good people cheat to win. That they're supposed to be these, you know, people to look up to, but we don't want to see the heels do it because that's the part of their character.
Right.
Hypocrites is what you guys would be.
Well,
Keep that in mind.
Your fortune telling.
Hypocrites is what you would be. I didn't say they are. I said what you would be. Boom says Bliss is not a tiny child. P.S. I know you're kidding, Missy. Actually, she looks like a tiny child film. She really does. She looks like she's like 12.
Bliss?
Yeah, Bliss.
She's way too curvy to look 12.
Not anymore. She's not as curvy as she used to be.
Well, yeah.
She looks like she's 12. Robbie says, do you love it? Really? Not really. Mr. Vicky says, I'm literally like crying. Love you, Liv. Well, you can cry for her. All right, and on that note of crying,
You're going to cry? Oh, I thought you were going to go cry.
Nope, I'm leaving. I don't want to see people cry. I think it's stupid.
All right, everybody.
Don't
We
cry about
appreciate it.
stupid
Thanks for
things.
watching Wrestling Gab, and we will see you on Wednesday. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Bye.